unmute my desktop audio so that they can hear what you're saying. I also have one viewer. I don't know if that's you.
No, it's not me.
Alright. I'm gonna put the sound back up, but feel free to ask your question.
Okay, then. Let's see. Player popped up. Man, all these buttons are very hard to find. Okay, I found it. Your question is, what superpower would you give a squirrel?
Hang on. I've messed it up. Hang on.
Oh, heck.
Right. I immediately messed things up the moment.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to open my volume mixer.
I want to make sure that everything's... You messed up your volume. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? The stream can't hear you. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I muted the desktop. Okay. That should be better. I muted the desktop so I could listen to my replay, because if you listen to your own stream while recording your stream, you get an infinite recursion, and it's very noisy and a bit of a headache. No one likes that.
Agreed.
So we're just going to have faith.
Have faith. Okay. Now you can ask the question.
Okay. Suppose you were a mad god. What superpower would you give to squirrels?
What superpower would I give to squirrels? Let's see. How can I make squirrels even more annoying than they already are? Easy. Super speed. What superpower would you... Now I gotta ask the reverse. What would you give squirrels?
If I just wanted to see the world burn, probably heat vision. Yeah.
Heat vision. You know, I saw a squirrel a few days ago, and we got some pretty intelligent squirrels where I live. And you know, it's not like this is the first time somebody has seen this, but he was using the road on the cars to crack open walnuts.
He was using what?
He was using the road and like the cars to crack open walnut.
Wow.
He'd put them in the way of the cars would run them over, and then he'd eat the leftovers.
That's one smart cookie.
It is a very intelligent squirrel. Which is much different than the squirrels my cousins have, which are dumb as rocks.
Alright. It's intro time. You wanna give it a spin? Or I can do it.
I don't have a Zeeplecast intro.
A Zeeplecast? Just have it.
I don't really do intros besides saying hello. Welcome to the stream.
I don't see. Like, someone always comes and talks to me before I have time for an intro. Besides, live streaming is... Look, this is a podcast. We're going to give it an intro.
Okay, fine. Go for it.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Zeeplecast Live, Episode 2, the Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019 edition. I'm your host, Gale Guy, joined by my esteemed co-host, Booklover555. Booklover, how was your weekend? How you doing?
It was alright. You know, I've got school, college, and all that. I did buy another dragon to add to my collection. It's a stuffed Eastern dragon, which I don't have one of those yet, so...
A dragon collector.
I do have a variety of dragons. Many different materials. I only had one other Eastern dragon, but now I've got two instead of one. So... What about you? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I've mostly been on the stream grind and figuring out a schedule that is agreeable to me, which, as it turns out, is not super simple, but, you know, manageable.
Manageable, but not easy. Yeah, sounds like stream. I finished my info panels for the most part.
That's good. Oh, yeah, I see. I'm now on your stream.
Yeah, I was going to link your channel, but I couldn't find a way to copy the link to your channel without going onto the browser, which I can't do at this exact second. So, it's a long story. Huh. I'll do it later.
Okay then. Well enough.
Yep, sorry. Maybe I'll just add a command. That'd be easier.
Yeah, commands are simple. I have a... Hold on. I wonder if... I'm gonna go into my... There we go. See? I have a command. And it goes to yours.
Nice.
Neato.
Nice. Why do you still have speedrun in your tag?
I shouldn't.
You do.
I'm looking at it, and it... Okay, Twitch is weird.
It. Maybe I just need to refresh.
You might need to refresh. If it still says...
the title and stuff changed.
Oh, come on. That's...
Everything else changed. Here, I'll refresh your stream. Hold on.
I'll refresh my stream.
Yep, now it says casual playthrough. Okay. That was weird. Twitch, go home. You're drunk. Alright, you ready to start this Zeeplecast? You ready to get into the dome?
Alright. I'll see you in the...
See you in the dome.
I'll see you in the dome.
See you in the dome.
Alright.
Alright. Settings.
Did you ever consider that maybe doing a podcast in the morning when we're both tired was like a bad idea?
I mean, it's either that or go do it late at night when we're both tired. So there's no real winning scenario here.
Fair point. Fair point.
And to be fair, you are also the one who suggested morning. Alright? Well, this was your idea, Gaga. You can't pin it on me.
Oh no, the truth. It burns.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna unhide. I'm gonna enter the room code, and this time I'm gonna get VIP. Just you wait.
Okay. I'll give you a 1.5 second head start.
Load. I did it. Ha. I did it. Are you proud of me?
Yes.
I figured it out.
I am nominally proud of you.
Alright. So how do you want to start? Do you want to roll the die, or do you have something in mind? Like, I know you already asked a weird question. Is it my turn to ask a weird question?
Sure.
Is that how this works?
You can ask a weird question.
Alright, let me open up my list of questions that I got. This is, I'll skip that one. That one's kind of cliche. We've already kind of done it, so I'll save it for later. Let's see. This is a weird one. What secret conspiracy would you like to start? Like, you know, if you were to start a conspiracy.
If I was to start a conspiracy. That's quite a question.
With fame and fortune up for grabs. Let's see what I can do.
To start a conspiracy.
Yes.
You'd want something with, you'd want something effective, not too trolly. Can I just start Flat Earth? Can I just give it a little kickstart?
Flat Earth already exists as a conspiracy.
But I
You're
could
gonna
give
have
it,
to get a little bit more creative.
I could give it my seal of approval, and then they'll say, "Oh, but this famous person endorses it.
That doesn't...
It's totally legit now."
Your goal is to make a conspiracy theory, not make
making
people
unique
believe
things.
in a theory.
Oh, heck.
get them creative juices flowing this early morning.
I would like to start a conspiracy that the Earth's core is actually made of gold and platinum. So people will be like, yeah, there's just a wealth of highly precious things just under the Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Never mind that. I'm pretty sure neither of those things are magnetic. Therefore, if it were true, we would not have compass systems.
That's why it's great, because a good crackpot theory preys on ignorance.
Have you heard of that crackpot theory? There are no actual forests on Earth.
No forests. I've not heard.
It sounds kind of weird, but essentially, the forest of trees that you know and love, those are saplings. Teeny tiny little baby trees. You know mesas? Those are the stumps of the real trees.
Mesas.
Cut
oh my
down
God.
long ago.
Wow. The perspective was all wrong this whole time.
Yes.
We're just
The
waiting.
reason why the redwoods are big is because they're old. But they're still tiny.
How long does it take for a single mega tree to grow to maturity?
Well, let's see. How long have we been seeing trees? Whatever it is, it's longer than that. Alright. Hello? You alright there? You are alive.
Yes, I am here. Taking a bite of breakfast.
Oh, okay. It's just more than confused there for a second. All right,
Being
anyway.
dead has its benefits.
Being dead does have benefits. You get to eat food.
You can eat when you're dead, that's what they say.
Yep. You know what they also say? I'll sleep when I'm dead. You only get to sleep if you're dead. That's why we do it in the mornings.
It's not that you only get to sleep when you're dead. It's that some people, they just prefer to postpone the sleeping until death if they can help it.
Yes, I see. Personal preference and all that jazz. But do dead people sleep? I mean, I would assume so.
That depends on your view on ghosts, doesn't it? I was listening to someone talk about ghosts in a podcast yesterday.
Oh, really? What did they think about spiritual dudes?
He was like interested in the concept, not quite sold. You know, he's one of those enigmatic people who doesn't really give his full take on things like ghosts. At least that was sort of my take on his take.
I see. Yeah. I mean, personally, it's hard to telling people like, yeah, I think ghosts are 100% legit. Are like, it's weird, but there are some things you can't deny are in fact just a little bit strange.
There are a lot of strange stuff. Hello, Weatherbound. I gotta acknowledge the chat.
Weatherbound.
I have a chat.
You have a chatter.
One chat.
Congratulations.
Your name.
A single
John
chat.
Chat.
One chat.
Your mission. Chat in the chat.
Our mission. Make us feel less lonely.
Look, I'm rambling into the void is fine, but
Yes. Everybody loves a good old scream in the void every now and again. But maybe
now
maybe
and
not.
then, having people bear witness to your madness is very helpful.
Yes, it allows you to become better mad. More mad.
Much betterer. Much more
Why?
betterer.
Why do shoemakers go to heaven? Because they have good souls? I don't know, man. I mean, they ensure other people have good souls, but I don't know if any of them have good souls themselves.
I mean,
I mean, I've seen some pretty crappy shoes in my life, and I feel like the shoemaker who made them should probably get a new career.
I mean, if he's a novice shoemaker, then that's not going to help.
I mean, I guess I could understand if he was a novice, but
if
you're an experienced shoemaker, there should be no excuse for poor stallmanship.
I heard a proverb about craftsmen. It said that the first house you build for your enemy. The second house you build for your friend. But the third house you build for yourself. Basically, when you start, you really suck. And no one wants that shit. So a lot of people...
a proverb I heard...
Go on.
Alright, essentially. So, there's a proverb called, do not run naked after a madman who has stolen your clothes. For the people on the street will not know which one is the mad one between you. Which makes sense.
Yeah. You're both running down the street, and one of you is naked.
Yep.
Oh.
Who's gonna guess which one are the police gonna arrest? Probably not the one that's naked. Public indecency and all that. Like, dude, come on. At least throw on, like, a towel.
But then he'll get away.
I suppose. But you won't get arrested. And fined horribly. Which is the important.
Yes. No one wants the fines. Big old nudie fines.
Public indecency, I believe it is called.
Yes, I concur. That is what it's called.
Yeah. Have you ever been publicly indecent in your life? Like, I don't know, as a 2-year-old child, you ever just run naked through the streets and with your mother chasing after you, screaming?
I don't think that's a part of my history.
Me neither. Wasn't me, but it was my sibling at one point. They didn't get very far though before somebody noticed.
I have heard of that being a thing though.
Good. Alright. I'm sensing a lull in the conversation.
I am stretching for a minute.
Stretching is good. It helps your bones.
Yep.
Everybody wants good bones.
Thank Mr. Skeletal for strong bones and calcium.
Yes. You gotta make sure that your skeleton is strong for the skeleton war.
For the skeleton war.
For the skeleton war. If you get drafted for the skeleton war, your skeleton will burst forth from your fleshy cocoon. And you want to make sure it's nice and strong when that happens.
Well, I mean, that's like... It's like keeping your organs in shape for being an organ donor. It's good policy. But it's like, you kind of wanted to take care of those anyway, didn't you?
I don't give a crap. Who would ever think to do something for themselves? Jeez, you gotta do things specifically for other people and only other people. That's how you become nice. If you do it any other way, you're not a nice person. You're selfish.
Look, it is my proposition that the default state of humanity is selfishness. But, here's the caveat. You can be selfish in a way that is productive. A lot of people, they think the two are at odds with each other. But it's like this thing here that we're doing. We're playing a cooperative game, and I'm not talking about Zeeplecast. I'm not talking about Jackbox. I'm talking about Zeeplecast. This is the Twitch game we're playing together. Now, I'm in it largely because I perceive it to be advantageous to me. I don't have to care whether it's advantageous to you. Although if it is advantageous to you, then you will play along. So, it's not a zero-sum game. It's good for both of us, and we can both play this game selfishly. As long as we play it smartly. Anyway, Weatherbound's telling me about people with too many bones, not enough bones. It sounds like it really sucks to be them.
I don't know about you, I'm pretty sure my bone count is pretty average. Except for... I suppose it... No, that doesn't give you extra bones, does it? I don't know, does being double jointed give you extra bones?
No.
Or is that something else?
No, it's not.
I was gonna say, because I've got like double jointed knees. So...
Knees.
It just means I can bend my knees in those ways.
Thumbs are
Not
the
backwards.
classic, but knees...
Yes.
Huh.
It's very fun at parties. I can just freak people out. They're like, "What are you doing? Did you break your leg?" And I'm like, "Yes."
That sounds a little bit freaky, not gonna lie.
Oh, you have no idea. You should see it. It looks freaky. It just looked like I've broken my leg. Like, it's not like... You ever seen Markiplier bend his legs backwards or make his feet face the wrong way? I mean, you know what I'm talking about?
I may have seen that once.
Alright, well that's something he can do. Mine is not like that. It is different.
Oh, it's been so long since I watched Markiplier.
Same. But...
You know, he's that jumping off point. It's like you get started in... You get started with the Let's Plays with the Markiplier, or you end up there after a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Personally, I was never fond of PewDiePie from the beginning.
PewDiePie he's changed a lot,
I know,
but
but his old concept.
not for the worst.
No, he's married now, which is wholesome. But
He's
yeah,
married? Okay, I
Yeah, he got married.
I did not get that memo.
he's married now. He
That's
recently
new.
got married. It's great. He got married and defeated the Ender Dragon in Minecraft all in 1 week.
All in 1 week. Wow.
Yep. He posted some of his wedding photos, and then he, you know, went on his honeymoon with Marcia. So there you go.
Huh. The more you know.
Yeah, man. How did you not? It was giant news. How did you not catch the memo
Look,
that he was married?
Giant news to people who watch PewDiePie. I'm a subscriber, sure. I'm a subscriber to literally 100 channels.
I suppose. I mean, you can't not be a subscriber to PewDiePie, right?
Right. It's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Yes, exactly. The gentlemanly thing to accomplish. But,
They don't call him the king of YouTube for nothing.
I suppose. Yeah, that's true. King of YouTube. The main man. The bee's knees. The
The big
knees of the
kahuna.
bees. The big kahuna. But, yes. You know, he did Minecraft. He's doing Minecraft now.
Yeah. Well, you know, we were talking
It's
about
really weird.
the Minecraft resurgence at some point.
I love it.
Oh,
You're talking to a Minecraft veteran? It's the only game I'm good at. Like, you've watched my streams, you've seen how I suck at most games. Minecraft is not like that. I can actually play that game. It's the one thing I can do. Pretty
so
great.
I think you just haven't played enough games.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
You'll find games you're good at.
Maybe. Maybe eventually. But,
Eventually, I want to branch the Zeeplecast into new games. Do you know Ultimate Chicken Horse?
I've heard of Ultimate Chicken Horse.
It's great. Just watch a Let's Play of it sometime.
Watch Ultimate Chicken Horse?
Yeah, it's basically, it's a platformer, but you and your friends build the stage up or tear it down each turn. So you get like this ridiculous Super Meat Boy-esque contraption, and there's emergent tech, and it's great.
Interesting. I feel like you'd beat me at that very easily. I don't know. It's like a thing where you fight people, right? You fight each other.
It's a platformer.
Okay, this is a platformer. That's not very.
Is this a platformer?
It's got platforms.
I'd like to think this is an interactive Zeeple-like experience. Very much not a platformer. Honestly, I never actually thought about. It's hard to think of Zeeplecast.
Yeah, I suppose, yes. Hello, Ducati. Welcome.
It's hard to think of.
The Zeeplecast, thank you for popping in. Tell Tank to check Discord. Well, considering he's asleep upstairs and I don't really have a way to contact him at the moment, I don't think I can tell him to check his Discord.
Does Tank?
I assume he'll check it when he wakes up. In the meantime, feel free to stay here.
Does Tank have his own Discord? I gotta know. Oh.
He's got more followers than me and you combined.
The more people have Discords, the less I feel accomplished for creating my own Discord. Heck.
What does that even mean? Why wouldn't you be when will he be up? That is a good question. It's Tuesday, so we don't have school. He doesn't have a job.
It's Tuesday.
And he knows he can't get on the computer until like 11 o'clock. So honestly, I have no idea.
So he will likely wake up before tomorrow, is what you're saying.
Yes, he will be up before tomorrow.
There we go. That's a time zone.
If he's not up by the time I end streaming is his job. Okay, I guess.
Is it though?
If he's not... I don't know.
Hobby. It's a hobby until you can do it full time. Actually,
he doesn't have a job, so he kind of does do it full time.
I guess that would be.
He just doesn't get a lot of money from it.
There's like some categorization words, because like full time and part time mean things. In like employment spheres, they're about hours. But if you say you stream full time, that's not about the hours. That's about I stream and I do not have a day job. I stream professionally. So full time means different things depending on context.
Indeed. But yeah, what was I saying?
Before Tank?
I don't know anymore. Anywho, oh yeah, now I remember. Ducati, I'll tell you what. If he's still not up by the time I finish my stream, I will go kick him and then tell him to check his Discord. Alright? Alright, does that seem fair? Okay, thank you. Yes, you're very welcome, Ducati. In the meantime, please, feel free to enjoy this
There we go.
incredible, amazing podcast experience. Where you get two tired adults attempting to make content.
Content. With spaced out letters. All caps.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. I just thought of another thing we could technically add to the list.
The list of...
I don't know how... You know, the list.
The list, okay.
The list.
The master list.
Yes, the
Let's
master
make it
list.
very dramatic sounding.
which is, we could add, like, Truth or Dare or Never Have I Ever. That's true. Probably not Truth or Dare because it'd be hard to accomplish dares.
Yes.
Neither of us can see each other. And neither can the chat.
And neither can the chat.
Verbal dares? I guess.
Okay. Do you want another question?
Hit it. Either we do a question or we fall back to the list.
Okay.
Truth or truth.
Here's an open-ended question. What classical horror monster would you most like to be? So we're not talking like new. We're talking like the classic zombies, vampires, mummies, etc.
Classic.
Time to risk it all here.
This is a good question.
Let's get this Google started.
I think being a Gorgon might be kind of fun.
Being a Gorgon? Oh, you mean the,
Like Medusa.
like Medusa. Oh.
Come on, you know what a Gorgon is.
Well, there's
Classic
also, like,
mythology.
there's a secondary... There's a thing that goes by a Gorgon. There's, like, in a different mythology, not Greek, there's a thing that is called a Gorgon. But, yes, the Gorgon as we know it is Medusa.
Ooh, maybe a gargoyle. That'd be fun.
Gargoyle, that's... Maybe I'll have to reconsider my answer. My answer is probably have to be vampire. Because they're just so good. Maybe a vampire with a little less ham. But like vampires, they're about... Oh, they have so many lovely memes. Essentially, they're about corruption. And, you know, the dead being all too friendly with the young.
The voracious consumption of blood.
That too. God, there's so many contexts for vampires. What is your favorite pop culture? What is your favorite pop culture of a Gorgon?
Probably of a Gorgon. Probably Medusa's probably a good one. I've seen a couple of other different
modern
or Gorgon-like creatures show up in books that I've read before, but you know, that's the class. Excuse me, I've somehow managed to mess up my Twitch question mark. This is not what I want. Where's the side scroller?
Well, you're still
How
up.
do I keep managing to do this? God. Cover for me.
Okay,
Thanks.
I got your back.
You got my back.
I'm on it.
Yes, you're on it. That's good to know. Always good to know.
I'm
that.
flailing around zeeplishly, as is that's what on it is in this context apparently.
Yes.
Weatherbound is agreeing with me. I mean, Weatherbound also answered vampire.
Did you know that a kappa is a creature in Japanese mythology? Amphibious frog-like creature that is known to drag children and drown them in lakes or rivers.
I did not know that part. I know that they're not nice creatures.
They're not. However, if the pool of water on the top of their head dries out or spills out, they've essentially become a statue. And if you fill that pool for them, you are their master. They will listen to your commands. They have to. It's the only thing. It's the only way.
It is also said that kappas are polite to a fault, and if you bow, they will also be compelled to bow. And you may escape from one by causing it to bow. At which point, the water will spill from their head, and they will be rendered inert.
Yes, and then you can fill the water to get a free servant, slave, first. Can you imagine how insufferable a child with a frickin' servant would be?
Probably pretty insufferable, yeah.
You think kids with entitled parents are terrible? Wait till you get a load of this. We're back in the 1800s.
This little bastard has a mythological creature as a servant. What are we supposed to do with that?
Yep. Seems legit.
Seems legit.
But, woo. Okay.
Okay.
What did you said you wanted to be a vampire?
Yeah.
What's your favorite version of the vampire? Do you like Count Countula from Sesame Street? One bad joke.
I have an image of a vampire that I really like, but I can't remember what show it's from. Probably, what are they? It's probably most analogous to Anne Rice's vampires. How they're like old, but like because they're undead, they stay young and sexy, but really they're still creepy, and that hasn't changed. So probably Anne Rice vampires.
I don't think I'm not super familiar with Anne Rice vampires, I don't think.
They're
But just to be clear, they're not like Edward Cullen or whatever, right?
Edward
Twilight
Cullen
vampire?
wishes he was an Anne Rice vampire. They draw inspiration from Anne Rice vampires.
I see. They sparkle.
No.
No. No sparkling or no sparkling
No sparkling. No sparkles allowed.
Nobody likes a sparkle vampire.
There's a time and a place for them, but it ought to be.
I suppose.
And that place is never.
Hell.
The time is never, and the place is hell.
Indeed. Exactly. We're not going to do the bastardization of this classic mythology any more than we have to. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in a like a show targeted at children?
A show. It might be the Fingerprints clip from Animaniacs. I know that one gets an honorable mention from just about everyone.
Yep, that's it. That's like a dirty joke, though. It's not something weird. It's just a dirty joke. Not weird about that. Happens all the time.
Okay, so something weird in a kid's show.
Something you 100% did not expect.
Did not expect. Oh, that I was thinking about an Invader Zim clip the other day, or the other
Zim?
minute. There's Invader Zim they're having physicals at the school, and Invader Zim is like, dude, I don't have human organs. This is gonna reflect real poorly on me. So he steals other kids' organs, and he just has them stuffed inside of him. And it's actually super weird when you think about it.
That is really weird.
Especially when you put it in words like that.
Yep, definitely when you put it in words like that. Let's see. I'd say it's a relatively new show called 12 Forever, but essentially I'd say the weirdest thing that I saw in it was essentially, I don't know how to describe it except for that these kids felt like we were on frickin' cocaine there for a bit. And that was weird. That and the villain of the show is literally, I don't even know how to describe that person. I don't want to describe it. It makes it's weird. But you want me to get more into specific? Do I need to?
No.
No? Okay, good. I didn't want to.
I got distracted because I have another chatter, and he says, and I quote, "I just got on stream, and the first thing I hear is kids' organs."
That's a perfect way to join stream.
That's
ideal. That's the dream. Living the dream.
We ascribe to have
casual discussions of cannibalism and children's organs.
You know, the same quality standards that kids shows have, which is to say we'll sneak as much weird shit under the radar as possible for the adults in the room.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, come on. If you think about it, cartoons are literally the perfect medium for expression. There is. You put whatever you want in there.
The flexibility is very good, yes.
The amount of things you can hide because nobody's paying attention. Like, haha, they didn't shrink. I'd sneak a dick and balls in the background of that scene. Well, alas, I did.
Every kid show
now,
secretly has dick butt, just in the corner somewhere.
Somewhere. 100% guaranteed.
Well, I'm trying to think of where someone hid dick butt, but there was this case where I think it made the news at some point, depending on what's news. But someone hid a dick butt somewhere. Oh, I remember now.
The wife?
It was, do you know Games Done Quick?
Vaguely, I think?
Vaguely, okay. Well, it's a speedrunner thing. Anyway, they were speedrunning Mario Maker, and someone hid a dick butt in one of the Mario Maker levels that they were gonna show on stream to 15,000 people. So that person got a laugh, I'm sure.
Okay. You ever... I don't know how familiar you are with the good old-fashioned Lego games that have existed over time, but there was one, like...
Lego games? I'm aware.
Yeah, there was like an online one, you know? It was kind of like where you build your own creations. I can't remember what it was called. But essentially, one of the things that they kept having an issue with is because, you know, they're Lego, they gotta be family friendly. But people kept sneaking dicks into, like, everything they built. So they tried to make an algorithm that could detect the dicks and then therefore block them, you know, to prevent young children from seeing dicks in their game. However, that just led to people getting more and more creative on ways to hide dicks in their game. And it ended with, like, the entire game just being abandoned.
Oh, God.
Morty, I made an algorithm. It detects dicks, Morty. I call it Detective. Detective Morty.
It'd be Dictector. It's a Dictector. It's because they'd have it like where like it looks like it's just a bunch of random bricks, but when you look at it from a specific angle, it's
the
a
angle.
mega
It's like a
dog.
magic eye puzzle, but it's dicks.
Exactly. Ugh. So basically, the only way they couldn't make an algorithm to detect that kind of stuff. So the only way they could do it was like every single build had to go through a human screening, which that made every single thing take forever. And since it took ages for your build to get checked before it could be shown to the public, it just died off because, well, what's the point? You can just go on Minecraft and have your build free to show. All the dicks you want, there it is.
All the dicks.
That's the one thing Minecraft did right. It's like, oh, you want to put dicks down? Okay. Use your dick. Have fun.
That's a quote. Here's your dick. Have fun.
Yep. That's the best thing about Minecraft. It don't punish you for nothing. Like in the base game, it don't give a crap what you do.
Oh god. Speaking of Minecraft and Markiplier, did you ever watch Drunk Minecraft?
I did watch a few, yes. That was a little bit before I really got into Minecraft.
It's basically a regular occurrence that Mark gets bored and just builds a dick somewhere. That's pretty much a staple of the show.
Unfortunately, we'll never have that again because Mark can't drink. He literally cannot drink anymore.
Oh.
It's bad for him. Anytime there's alcohol, like with Wade and stuff, he has to like get some orange juice.
Oh. That's more news I missed.
How did you? This has been like ages forever. That's why Drunk Minecraft was like stopped being a thing.
Oh, look, I never actually finished the series because I'm a busy person. Don't you tisk me. Tisking people in real life. SMH my head.
SMH your head at real life people? Man.
We're on like a new meta now.
Life, frickin' life. Every frickin' day. You know, this may sound a little stupid, but I worked hard on that list, and I'm mildly disappointed we haven't gotten to use it yet.
Oh, don't worry. We still got like an hour or two left in the
know.
podcast.
But I'm just... I think they put great stuff on it.
There's some good stuff on that.
It's
Like,
great.
and I quote, Gale goes boop boop. Yeah,
Don't
that's
spoil it for the viewers. You spoiled it.
no, that was me going boop boop. That's the only boop boop you're gonna get, because I don't
You
boop
didn't
boop.
roll. You gotta roll for it.
Roll for boop boop. Oh
You gotta roll
god,
for boop boop.
it's
You
Dungeons
wanna
and
do the
Streamers.
boop boop, you gotta roll the dice.
I have to roll the dice.
You gotta roll the dice.
Oh, I don't have dice to roll.
I have dice to roll.
I gotta roll them in your chat? Roll
I
for
can
boop.
roll them. You want me? You want to roll the list? There's no guarantee we get boop boop, but whatever it happens, we get. We
Oh.
gotta do it. That's the rule.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds terrible. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Like we're just locked in once the wheel spins.
Yep.
We're living life on the edge.
Well, of course we are. This is the Zeeplecast. What did you expect?
Oh no.
So,
Zromplecast.
are you suggesting I roll the dice?
Oh, okay.
And another Zeeple week.
Is that an okay?
I gotta look at the thing. Hold on. I gotta make sure.
I've got the command ready.
Okay. I
Okay.
can't guarantee I'll be 100% into it, but roll
Yeah,
the
let's
dice.
try. Rolling the dice. Right? It got a 2. Nonsensical debate over unimportant topics.
Okay, that's good. Nonsensical debate. Weatherbound is asking if you're in charge.
Yes.
Look, Weatherbound, just between you and me, I want you to understand. I'm always in command.
That's what he thinks. Alright, chat. My chat, that's what he thinks.
She always I always let her think that I... Brain explosion. Sorry. I tried to, like, wrap... I tried to wrap a donkey space.
This is why I'm in charge.
Okay, fine. Fine. Are you... I think it's the linguistical game is called Donkey Space, where it's like, I think... Did you think that I think something? And I tried to do one of those, and apparently it's too early in the morning for that, and I can't. I can't even.
Yeah, I agree, Weatherbound. I think it is nice. Thank you for appreciating it. What's this? Oh yeah, there's a tiny bottle of vodka on the desk.
Chug, 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 chug.
I can't do that. That'd be bad. That's alcohol.
Ooh, we're getting weird questions
Plus, it's
from
my
the chat.
brothers, and that would be bad. A
Yeah.
weird question today.
What's invisible, but you wish people could see? I'm going to take invisible as, like, more, like, it is, like, germs are functionally invisible, but they're still, like, it would still be practical to see them.
I'm with Leonardodon. My
Also,
happiness.
air and wind. Oh, that's, what is invisible?
Wind doesn't even really exist. It's just what we call the movement of air.
My dog. Don't get all sophistry with me. The wind is the movement of the air. That is how it is defined.
Yes. But wind itself isn't a thing. It's a concept.
Look, all the atoms in your body
it's not a
are just
thing.
made of energy that
Yes.
concealed from the Big Bang. You're
Yes.
made of bang stuff. You think about that? Just regular old bang stuff.
Bang stuff.
Bang
Little
stuff.
bang stuff here. Bang stuff. Hey, we didn't roll a 1. This isn't time to cause an existential crisis. Let's stay on topic.
Okay, what's...
A
Hold on.
nonsensical debate about an important topic. Is cereal a soup?
Is cereal...
Do you want to be yes or no?
I mean...
If it's
I'll
a
let
debate,
you
then
take a
gotta be
stand,
true.
and I'll play devil's advocate.
Oh, you wanted me to take a stand. All right.
Oh yeah, you're running it. You're running the show now. You got
All
to
right,
lead.
I'm running it. I'm gonna take this show and fly it into the sun. I hope you're ready for this.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right. I vote yes. Cereal is a soup. Why? Because cold soup exists. Cereal, cold soup. The milk combined with the cereal bits, and when it dissolves a bit, creates a form of broth. Because it's not, even after you eat all of the cereal bits, it's not just milk that's left over. It's milk and then some. Milk plus.
Well, constitutionally, I have to disagree with you. While it is similar,
Hello, migrated frog. Hello, demonic heretic. Welcome to the
While-
Zeeplecast. Thank you for popping in.
while the fundamental format is similar, or even equal, I have to disagree, because what makes soup is the nutritional profile, and soups generally are not sweet like cereal is, and they are not made primarily of grains as cereal is. A soup is supposed to have fat and protein in it, and unless you're having some weird ass cereal,
Chicken noodle soup. Noodles
Is-
primarily grain. So first off, wrong there. Nutritional value. Cereal is designed to have a pretty good nutritional value. Sweetness. Not all cereals are sweet. I'll have you know. If you've
Most-
ever had Kix,
Look.
completely unsweet.
most cereal is loaded full of vitamins because they just stuff the vitamins in because they know that it tastes so good because it's reasons that people
Because
will
of
eat.
reasons,
They'll want to
yes.
eat. Look, Trix
Valid argument.
is great, but you would fucking die eating that stuff if it didn't have a bunch of vitamins just stuffed in. So I think the nutritional profile is incomplete, and it can't be soup.
You act as if you could live off of solely eating soup.
You probably could.
But cereal is a soup.
But the point of soup is to sustain you. It's supposed to be a thing.
Yeah, but you couldn't survive off of a single soup.
Well, couldn't you?
Like
though?
one kind of soup? You couldn't live off of that.
You could make a really good soup, and you could live off of it.
There are very few foods out there which you could live off of solely by eating that food. Potatoes are one of them. So if you include potatoes, that's cheating. Potatoes.
Potatoes?
Fun fact about potatoes. Potatoes contain all of the necessary vitamins and nutrients required for living, except for those found in dairy products. So therefore, when you could have mashed potatoes and gravy, and that would be a full, complete meal, and you could live for a very long time off of that with minimal consequences. That's what the Irish did during the famine. It's called the potato famine, not because there is a lack of potatoes. I mean, there was a lack of potatoes.
But because potatoes
But
is all they
also
had?
because it was the only thing that they had. Exactly.
Huh. I thought the potato famine was about critical over-reliance on a single kind of
Yes, it was
thing.
that too. That's what I meant. Like, yes. Yes, it was because they only had potatoes, and then the potatoes kind of failed for a while.
Uh-huh.
But the reason why they only ate potatoes was because the British took everything else that they made and exported it to other places. So, the potato famine wasn't the British's fault. I mean, the Irishman's fault. It was the British fault.
Oh, the brain.
You know, like most other problems.
Oh, let's. Just blame imperialism. Just
I
blame
mean-
imperialism.
Imperialism, what did it ever do for us?
What have the Romans ever done for us? Besides
Exactly.
the healthcare and the aqueducts and the public works, what have the Romans ever done for us?
Something you gotta accept about life. The only reason the world exists as it is because people decided to be jerks to one another.
Look,
People are still jerks to one another.
you have to be kind of a jerk to live.
Nobody knows how to make progress without being a jerk to another person.
Well, you see,
That's just how it is.
what you can call being a jerk, you can also call disagreeableness. And the world, things only advance when people are disagreeable. When they break away from the herd and they say, I don't like your ideas, I think they're stupid. See, agreeable people, they're like, I think your ideas are stupid, but I'm still going to work with you. But really disagreeable people, they're like, fuck you and your rules, they're stupid. And I'm going to make my own rules with blackjack and hookers. So, sometimes you got to be a jerk to make progress.
I suppose, but I think there's a big difference between being a jerk
Useful.
and having a healthy disagreement and or debate. Just saying.
I'm curious if we can get viewers in here, because I have Lazarite Greenland in here. Hello. The Jackbox player is looking for players.
You would like to get in? Well, I'd be happy to. I just clicked start accidentally, but I can undo that in just a moment.
Okay. We'll.
I wouldn't mind getting another person in. How do I get out of this?
We can.
Wait, it's not letting me exit.
Oh, that's.
Might have to finish the round. We could just die immediately.
Just die, forehead.
I mean, what other way is there?
Okay, well, maybe we're doing that then. That is a little weird. Oh, hey, if you let the timer run out, what happens?
I am pressing escape.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
let's see what happens. This will just automatically pick one? Probably. Oh, no!
Oh god! Not the tutorial.
Not again!
Goofs were done.
Out of everything I was expecting, it wasn't this! How are we supposed to...
Oh, goofs were done.
This is a mistake.
There you go.
Oh, goofs were
I want to get out. I want out. I don't want to be here anymore. Please.
Lazarite is enjoying just getting to know the game a moment before he joins.
Alright.
In case you're not aware,
Should we tell him?
Zeepledome is a great game.
A
And
beautiful game.
You're
yes.
gonna love it.
No problem whatsoever could possibly occur while trying to play this game on stream. Exactly 0. I mean, we didn't name our podcast after it for nothing. Let's be honest.
It's a great game.
Yes, it's perfect in every way.
Weatherbound, I think, sums it up perfectly. It is the dome-est game.
The dumbest game. Not the dumbest game.
The
The
dome-est.
Sloop dee doop. Sloop dee doop. Sloop, 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 dee doop.
Is that Baby Shark right now?
That is not Baby Shark.
Okay.
How dare you compare
I have
Sloop dee doop to
I-
Baby Shark?
I have jingle blindness.
What do you mean you have jingle
I
blindness?
have jingle blindness. They all
What does
sound
that
the
even-
same to me.
That's not blindness. Blindness involves sight.
You can be okay. I have jingle deafness.
There you go. That's more
Totally a real thing.
accurate. I hate that
I'm
word.
not just making excuses for my inadequacies.
Of course not. Who would ever make excuses?
Who would
for their
ever
own
do that?
inadequacy? Like, who would do that? That's just unheard of. Like, terrible.
Lazarite, don't worry about it. This guy, he's worried about his timing being off. That
As
is
if that matters.
expected. Totally expected.
You act as if we aren't aware of this sort of thing. Like, no. We're 100%. We know exactly what we're doing 100% of the time. Everything is 100% planned and intentional. This podcast, scripted. Every part of it.
Scripted.
Every
Oh,
single second
every
of
single.
this podcast is scripted. This bit, scripted. I'm sorry.
This bit, scripted. The next bit, scripted. The
Also
bit before
scripted.
that, scripted.
Exactly.
Everything.
You think we're capable of improvising content?
But who is it scripted by? Hold on. Are we in on the joke, or is this a Truman Show thing? Where we think we have freedom, but really our lives are being influenced in subtle ways.
It's influenced by the one and only Zeeple himself.
Oh, John Zeeple, in his dome of Zeepely ivory.
First of all, his first name is definitely not John.
Not John. Can
He's
who?
just-
What is he? Is he Zeeple? Do we have a Mario
He's the Zeeple.
situation? Is his first
The
name
Zeeple.
the?
Sure.
Last name Zeeple. First name the.
I think it's more like a title, you know, like God.
Oh, okay.
It's like his name is also his title. You know? God. God is God. Doesn't have a name. He's. You ever think how weird that is? Like, you're a god, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are a god. But your name is also God. But
Well.
with like, it's like your name is a title or like an attribute, but with a capital letter.
God has a name though. Did you know that?
That's Jesus Christ.
No, Yahweh. He has a
Yahweh.
couple of names, but the name that I think he's actually named a few times. I think in the Jewish book, his name is Yahweh.
I suppose. Then why does everyone
So-
call him God?
Because, look, Yahweh is for when you want to have a personal conversation. But most of the time, just call him God, and that's good enough. Like, God is a title. Like, he's your God. And really, That's all the relationship you need to have with them. And don't even get me started on the metaphor and the mythological significance of God, because that's.
I feel like that could lead to a debate of religion, and that is not ideal.
I think debates of religion can be.
Oh yes,
Well, I think they can be handled in a way that is not juvenile and stupid.
Yes.
Maybe it doesn't happen often.
Most definitely. It's one thing you have to keep in mind. We're marketing this as a light podcast, a light meal, if you will.
A light meal.
A light podcast meal. This is what you have with your afternoon tea. This isn't dinner. This isn't the Last Supper. This is afternoon tea. This is the podcast people go to when they want to not think about things. Just do stupid crap.
But I'm a think man.
I know you're a
Do
thinker.
not stop think a man from think.
Think man still think, but think man think. Stupid.
Think man think quietly. Okay.
Think man think loud.
We already started. Oh, here's a question. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
In 40 years, Minecraft.
Minecraft. What if there are still Minecraft servers open in 40 years?
Listen, man, I'm nostalgic about Minecraft and this year. All right, because it's 10 years old. You can't have something a decade old and not be nostalgic about it.
I think. Well, maybe that's true.
Minecraft.
What is nostalgia, though? Okay, beat it back out. We're gonna get some fresh blood.
Fresh blood for the blood dome.
Blood for the blood dome.
Blood for the blood dome. blood dome. All right.
Blood dome. Ooh ha ha.
I'll wait for Lazarite to
Unhide.
I want to make sure you can see the screen, because if oh no wait, never mind, that doesn't.
You can see it.
Never mind. Unhide. Actum. Hey, I did it. Again.
Actum. Damn near killed him.
Actum. Lazarite. Gale guy, you're late.
I'm not late. I've chosen. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Yeah, but you're not a wizard.
I could be a wizard if I want to. Look, did you ever look up the definition of magic?
Magic is just science we don't understand.
Exactly. Magic is just
Quote Tony Stark.
Techniques
Sorry,
that aren't documented by science. And one day, when it's documented by science, it won't be magic anymore. They'll just call it science, probably. Yeah.
You gotta love Tony Stank.
Tony Are you Tony Stank?
Oh, it's beautiful.
What,
That's right. You don't understand. The delay is part of the game.
It's a feature.
Yes, it's a feature.
Yeah. Okay, what is your favorite Stan Lee cameo?
That's a hard one.
This week, beings from Earth will see if pain truly
I mean,
Which of these horrible
There's like so many. There's like at least 50 to choose from.
I know, there's so many.
Okay, first like...
I liked his cameo, or his continuous cameo in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, where he was the janitor at the high school, only to later be revealed to be a top secret SHIELD agent that was stationed there to keep an eye on the various super-powered kids who went to that high school. So that, in case of emergencies, he was capable. That's why no matter how badly this high school got messed up, always turned out just fine.
There's always Janitor Stan Lee there. I forget. Weatherbound is saying the one in Deadpool.
The one in Deadpool.
I don't remember. Please refresh my memory, Weatherbound.
Agreed. Was there one in Deadpool?
There should be.
No, I don't know. No, I'm not sure anymore.
The one that first comes to mind is the one where Stan Lee is telling a story to these, like, ancient hooded figures, and then they just leave because he's boring them. And then he's like, "Oh, come on, you were supposed to be my ride home." And he's just stranded on a moon now. I think that was in Infinity War.
Okay, but here's the fun thing about that. Technically, in the comics, it is true that Stan Lee is, in fact, an informant of whatever they're called, the Observers or the Watchers, whatever they're called. He is an informant of them, meaning he regularly visits the moon, and specifically the pocket on the moon that contains an atmosphere. It's a long story. But he frequently visits there to inform the Watchers or Observers, whatever they're called, about the goings-on happening up down on this old planet dirtball we call Earth. Because if you notice, he's kind of always there where the action is.
He's always there.
Always there. It's how they canonically explain why he's got cameos everywhere.
That's cool. Weatherbound is reminding me, they were in a strip club, and he was the DJ.
Nice.
I remember now. There's a line, but I don't remember the line he does. But it's very fitting for the Deadpool movie. Man, look at this screen.
I like the Deadpool movie. I haven't seen the second one yet. I've really been planning to, but I haven't
have
gotten
not either. I'm bad at seeing movies on time.
Me as well. So there's a Netflix original movie coming out that looks amazing.
What is it?
It's a Christmas movie called Claus, and it looks like it could easily become a Christmas tradition. Like, that's how good this movie is. It's like, a classic 2D animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lovely storyline about, Mr. Claus and the postman. At some point, he's really loud, but you can barely hear me. Why do people cover me? I gotta do Streamlabs.
Okay.
Why do people never tell me these things when I'm trying to do stuff?
Okay. Well,
Where's my
look,
microphone? There it is. And here
when
we
you go into a stream, your first thought is, I'm going to see what these jabronis have to offer. You don't think, oh, how can I help them troubleshoot? You just kind of assume people are competent. Which is where I come in.
It's where you come in. I assume people are capable of telling me, hey, by the way, there's a slight issue here. Our viewing experience would be greatly improved if this could be fixed.
Yeah. A little bit tricky sometimes. Okay, Weatherbound, hit me. How is the sound balance? You've heard us both talk.
Yes. Now that we're on the topic of troubleshooting. Troubleshoot.
Okay. Sounds fine. I like it.
Sounds fine. Good. Good to know.
Okay, are you alive, or is Lazarite alive?
Lazarite.
Oh, Lazarite, save us. Fling your body in our direction.
Fling your body, possibly lifeless body, it doesn't really matter, vaguely in our direction, so that we may sacrifice it to improve our game performance.
Oh.
Sacrifices must be made in order to win.
To win.
To win.
That's okay.
We don't give a crap.
I mean, I give a crap.
Why would you give a crap?
Because I give a crap about everything. It's in my nature to give a crap.
Well, sucks to be you then. I can only imagine what it's like to be like that. I mean, I don't have to imagine. I used to be like that. And then I realized, hey, life's a lot easier when you stop caring about things that don't matter whatsoever.
Here's the thing. I'm one of those guys. I try to be a big picture guy. But the problem with the big picture is that it's made of small pictures.
Yes. Are you going to continue that statement?
I didn't want to get too serious.
Okay, fair enough.
Weatherbound's telling me to listen to you. Other people's wisdom. Learning from other people.
Learning. Why would I learn from mistakes when I can just keep on making the same mistake?
Anyway.
But you just want, yes, ADHD. I feel like being able to hear me on like this own podcast that I am co-host of is validly important. Words. I swear, I'm good at words. Right, I'm good at words, right, Gale guy? Right.
Yeah.
No issues whatsoever with.
Totally. You put me on the spot, sure. Okay.
I'm always putting.
If I'm too loud, you can go to Discord and you can.
No, you seem fine. It's fine now.
You're
right?
too quiet, right? Okay.
I turned myself up though.
You turned yourself up. Okay. Get turned. Ooh, party!
Turned down for what?
I thought you were going into the John Cena for a moment. Ba, ba, ba.
That's a completely different song. Just saying. On your stream, Gale guys way louder than me. How loud could this guy possibly be? Alright, hang on.
I heard that was the problem. That I'm just.
Yeah, but I just turned myself up. I assume
my
that was
stage presence is so immense.
I'll turn you down to 69%.
Nice. Speaking of stage presence, sometime if you get the chance, if you like RPGs, I would recommend the original Paper Mario and its sequel, just the first one. But there's, I think the line I'm thinking of is from the second, where you have a ghost partner who is, to put it lightly, bountiful. And one of her attacks is Body Slam, where she attacks the enemy with her significant stage presence, or something to that effect.
Her voluptuous physical being.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope my volume's better now. I turned you down. You are no longer a giant booming voice.
I'm a booming voice in your
You are
ear.
now a quiet scholar.
Let me
hopefully.
ASMR you.
It's like, ooh la la. Holy smoky tamale.
You have to get really close to the mic, and then
I
you
am
say
getting very-
things
I am
very
getting
whispery like.
very close to the mic.
Okay, I can hear you
I
now.
just don't have a good ASMR voice.
I don't.
It
I,
sounds like
we'll
either it
workshop it.
sounds-
While you're workshopping it, please save me. I'm dead.
It either sounds like this, or it sounds more like this. This is how I exist. I don't have a very good deep voice. I'm not a
Oh,
dude.
what is that the deepest you can go?
Oh no, this is the deepest I can go. Sounds a lot different. If you really want to hear the deepest, well, are you sure? I'm still quiet. Compared to Gale Guy, or compared to overall?
You should compare. Ask them to compare you to the.
Compare me to the game noise
game
and
noise.
Gale Guy.
Okay.
But specifically game noise.
I'm turned up about 10 decibels on my broadcasting software. So that's the thing.
Okay,
I'm not turned up on Discord.
Again a little bit. Okay. There we go. It's like peaking in the yellow now whenever I speak, so my volume should be fine. Have you checked your volume?
Have I checked my
I suppose
volume?
that would affect the entire stream, not just me.
Okay. Well, they tell me it's good.
Let's play another game. I'm up for playing another game. Of course I am.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh yes. Did you want to hear my deepest voice?
Your deepest voice. Sure.
Yes. Alright, I think you've heard it before. I can't remember.
Well, you see, my deepest voice can go kind of deep. Very deep. I don't know how loud this is. I'm trying to speak up a bit, but you know, the deeper I go, the harder it is
This is a little
to
bit.
maintain my volume. If you know what I mean.
I'll see how low I can go. I'll just keep getting lower. And I will continue to get lower. And I will continue to get lower and lower and lower until I can no longer get any lower. And now I sound like someone whose voice has been changed for witness protection.
That's just funny. Kind of funny. You could do an impression of somebody with that. I don't know who it is yet, but definitely somebody.
There's potential there. I don't think I've gone that low. Maybe forever.
That does bring to mind. Have you been working on your impressions?
A little bit.
Really?
A little bit. You heard the Rick impression earlier.
Yep. I did. Good. What about your other impression?
Can I ask? Oh, Discord had a fart. Okay.
Discord had a fart. What do you mean it had a fart?
The Zeeple froze for a second. It's still in beta. We're still working out the kinks.
Working out the kinks. You just joined Lazarite's boat for a second. That's fine.
Voice a guy who has smoked for 20 years.
Well, I mean, that's basically what this is, right? Right? I mean, I smoke 40 packs a day for 50 years. Oh, I mean 20 years. And now I sound like an absolute angel. Just beautiful. Absolutely lovely.
Ooh, the frame rate is real
Not
crunchy.
get more beautiful than this one.
You sound like someone in the Iron Lung, actually.
Well, I suppose that's kind of...
You sound like that guy in the smoking commercial, where he's like,
I smoked for 20 years, and now I have a little doohickey in my neck, and I press on it to speak, and then my voice sounds terrible.
that voice is slowly becoming the ants from The Simpsons. That's the old ladies who smoke all the time.
Yes, that is my intention, though I will say I am acting to figure out whether or not it is possible to sing while making this. As you know, to achieve this kind of voice, you have to inhale while you speak instead of exhale.
You're a little quiet when you do that.
It's very hard to maintain volume with this voice. I try my best. but little hard, yeah.
That makes my throat hurt just listening to you.
It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt my throat whatsoever. But it does claim unique capability, I gotta say.
Because, like, you know, I can make it sound more text to speak. Although that one's still rough in the makings. It's very hard. I just do the same style of voice, but monotone and even.
Monotone and even.
I've done it again.
Okay. You want to roll a die again?
You want to roll the die? I would be happy to roll the die.
Okay.
Unless, would someone in my chat like to roll a d20?
That's right.
You know the command?
That's right.
If not, I'll just do it. It's fine.
I like how we have the command automated, but it's not automated for us enough. No, we have to get other people.
Gotta get other people to do it for it. No, that is not the right. Okay, that is not the command. It's not exclamation point dice. Because you have to be more specific. ADHD. Because I have all of the dice. There you go. A 3. It's just gone 2, and now it's a 3. What are the chances? Well, let's see.
Number 3. Number 3 is entitled Don't Even Get Me Started.
So you added an even in there.
I don't care.
That's inaccurate. It is Don't Get Me Started. First. I believe like this is gonna need a bit of exposition. But essentially,
just give it the elevator pitch.
The elevator pitch. Well, you see, it can be played with 2 or more players, where one person whose turn it is has to take a suggestion, usually from the other players, about a random thing or topic, and then they have to go on an improvised rant about said topic, usually an angry man rant that begins with, "Don't get me started," for example. Now, don't get me started on sliced bread. Sliced bread, it's terrible, completely unnecessary. All life was perfect before we decided to cut up bread in unnecessary ways. And so on and so on.
And so on.
The weirder the topic chosen, usually results in a weirder rant. And you know, whoever goes on, the point of it is to spark conversation, sort of. I mean, if you want to make it a game, it's whoever can rant the longest without stopping.
Whoever can rant the longest. Rules. Like we need rules or statutes or standards.
Of course not. Standards imply that we need to have standards to keep.
I have standards.
Why do you have standards?
Because you should always have standards. Look, I'm the kind of person who has standards for everything. Maybe they're not quantified. Hold on. My mouth's getting out of my brain. Give me a second to read.
Your mouth's getting out of your brain. I didn't know I feel like your mouth definitely should get out of your brain. Because your mouth should not be within your brain. That is a serious medical condition. Should be avoided at all costs. So do you want to play? Don't get me started.
I'll let you start.
Alright,
I'm eating.
Eat that. Well, I need a topic then. I gotta have a topic to rant about angrily.
Helicopters.
Helicopters. Alright. I banged my desk again. I gotta stop doing that because it sounds bad from the microphone. Force a habit to bang my desk. I'll slap my leg instead. Okay. Helicopter. Don't even get me started on helicopters. Alright? They think they're so great with their spinny blades and rotors and all that other stuff. Alright? Come on. They are worse than planes. Worse than planes. Who needs a helicopter when you have access to a plane? Alright? Sure, they're more maneuverable. Ha! As if any good pilot could do the same stunts in a plane as they could a helicopter. Helicopters are for lazy pilots who can't get stuff done. Alright? The only people who need a helicopter are people who aren't skilled enough to fly a plane. Alright? They're just the leftovers from pilot school. Alright?
Bravo.
Who needs helicopters, right? If I need to get somewhere, I'm gonna take a plane. Why? Because it's faster and more efficient. Planes can land on water, on roads, heck. They can land pretty much anywhere, alright? Yes, they can. Shut up. I don't need negativity in my chat. I'm ranting. Alright.
Okay. Can we, to clarify the rules, can we go in the, we can go in the negative direction. Can we go in the positive direction? Like, it's better and all its alternatives are stupid?
I've never heard it go the other way before.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to try it, I suppose.
Give me a topic and I'll see which way I want to spin it.
Okay.
Because freedom. Freedom, man.
Freedom. America.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Okay.
Weird, interesting topic. Toothbrushes.
Toothbrushes.
Go on a rant about toothbrushes.
Look, don't even get me started on toothbrushes. Alright. They're good for cleaning your teeth. Just use... Look, if you just used a better rinse, the kind that could actively scour the filth from your teeth, you would need a toothbrush. Oh, why do we need toothbrushes? We need toothbrushes because our rinse technology is stuck in the 21st century. Look, toothbrushes are stupid. It's a little piece of plastic, and you got some little horsehair type things on the end of it, and that's stupid, alright? First of all, the design is ridiculous. Just put little rubber knobbies on it instead. Wouldn't that be better than horsehair? Because horsehair is rough. And don't even get me started on toothpaste. Like, what are all these ingredients supposed to mean? Why shouldn't you eat it? If it tastes good, you should eat it. Come on. Oh, next you're telling me I shouldn't eat lead paint chips. Why are they chips if they're not for eating? Come on.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay. That's...
Did you eat toothpaste as a child?
Yes.
So did I. I agree with you there. Why can't I just eat toothpaste? It's minty, it's fresh, it's delicious, and it's sometimes bubblegum.
Aren't toothbrushes dirty? I mean, depends on your standards.
When do you clean your toothbrush?
Like, everything in your life has a thin film of bacteria on it, like right now. Even you. So, dirty is relative.
You would die without bacteria. Literally. Like, we would be dead.
Yes.
Bacteria is a very important part of your digestive system.
Also correct.
Why is everything... Oh.
Ooh. That's great. Now I'll have an even harder time figuring out which character is me.
I don't know, I like it.
Weatherbound, I was not thinking about that. Please leave. Just kidding.
my turn?
Sure.
Go for it. Give me a thing.
Okay.
Anything.
Chat, give me a thing to give book.
Yes, give it to Weatherbound and then get another one. And give
Weatherbound, join our podcast.
It to join our podcast. First guess.
Okay.
Why are you rolling a dice, Weatherbound? You don't need to die. We're not going to the list. We're getting another topic.
Your topic is pre-sliced lunch meat.
Pre-sliced lunch meat?
Yes. Or just
Don't even
lunch meat in general.
No. Do not get me started on pre-sliced lunch meat. Or even just lunch meat in general. Why? Because it's gross. It's terrible. Why wouldn't you just take the meat straight from the animal? Why you gotta make it pre-sliced? Why can't you slice it yourself? Alright? This is the kind of thing that encourages laziness within our society. This is what is wrong with the millennial generation. They can't even cut their own meat. They gotta get somebody to do it for them. Alright? Yes, I eat meat, Weatherbound, but unlike some people, I eat meat like a real person is supposed to eat it. I go out there, I kill a squirrel, and then I put it in my mouth. Simple as that. Easy peasy. I don't know why more people don't just, eat, just get a rabbit, get a squirrel, put it on a sandwich. Boom. Put it straight on your sandwich. Easy peasy. You just get the squirrel. You don't even need to skin it or anything like that. You just take a dead squirrel, get your bread, get your cheese, get your mayonnaise, alright? You slam it all together, you make a sandwich, or if you prefer, a sub or even a taco, and then
Squirrel Hero Sandwich.
Yeah,
Squirrel tacos.
You eat it. You don't need to cook it. That's personal preference. If you want to cook it, feel free. Throw it in a pot of water, boil it, that's fine. Boiled squirrel.
Boiled squirrel.
You just put it on your sandwich. Simple.
What an existence where the phrase boiled squirrel has come into my life.
Want to know a recent phrase that has come into my life?
It's a great day for America, everybody. Tell me.
Okay, so this requires a tiny bit of context. Oh no, wait, I already told you this in your stream.
Tell me again.
Tell you again. All right, fine. Well, in geology class, there was a video that we watched of some dudes. They're on vacation. He's taking, video of his vacation, checking out the shoreline. When suddenly, volcano goes boom. Volcano's like, I'm about to end this man's whole vacation. And it does, because it goes off. And they're like, holy moly. And then the shockwave is coming. And they're like, here comes the shockwave. And suddenly it goes, wham! Right in their ears. And this guy's gut reaction to being hit with, possible injury with, volcano is not as you would expect, swear words and whatnot that. It is to say, holy smoky tamales. Holy smoky tamales. His last words could have been, holy smoky tamales. Had he just been a tiny bit closer.
Just a little bit closer to the blast radius, and those would have been famous last words.
Holy smoky tamales.
I try to be on the wholesomeness meta, but it just doesn't sit right. Like, I try to be wholesome. I try to say heck instead of the other one, the other spicier word. But no.
I don't care too much about wholesome when it comes to vocabulary. it's gotta be wholesome when it comes to like feeling. You know? It gotta be nice. That's how it works. You know? As long as you got like a wholesome tone, mood, an overall feeling, community. Who gives a crap if your words are wholesome?
What is it? That's a consideration.
It is a consideration.
Alright. So we never said how long we wanted the podcast to last.
Pretty sure we discussed. Oh, hold on. Weather Brown's giving me a fact.
Gallag is the sole survivor.
Did you know that the Canadians say sole survivor? Weather Brown has delivered to me a fact. Did you know that the Canadians say sorry so much that they passed a law in 2009 declaring that an apology cannot be used as evidence of admission of guilt?
I heard about that.
Definitely an interesting thing to think about, and I've already messed that up. Oh, now I've messed it up even more. Stop messing with my browser. I just wanted... Something's so weird. But, yes. How long did you plan for us to go?
You know, for being the guy who plans everything. Look,
Wait.
this is a cooperative endeavor.
I thought we were going to 11 o'clock. That's what I assumed. That's what I put on my info
So
panel.
3 hours?
Yeah, that's what we discussed previously, is it not?
I have streamer brain. My
You always
short
have
and
streamer brain.
also long-term memory. Look, did you ever think that maybe I became a streamer so that my pre-existing streamer brain would become acceptable? Anyway,
I
okay.
suppose that's one way to find acceptance for your condition.
Every year, millions of people find they have streamer brain with a charitable but not tax-deductible donation. You can subscribe to a streamer of your choice and make their lives just a little bit more bearable.
If you or a loved one suffers from streamer brain, you may be entitled to government compensation and insurance. In my defense, I sometimes also suffer from streamer brain. Not necessarily on forgetting of details, but
There's just too many.
you saw me play Portal.
I did.
Honestly, the things that I did in that game. Awesome.
There's just so many details to keep track of. It's hard to keep track of them all. You know how it is.
It really is. And I do know how it is. This is true. I know how it is because this is how I exist. What is the difference between a casket and a coffin? Well, you see, a casket has a lid that comes 100% off and is oftentimes in a rectangle shape. Alright, that's a coffin. Sorry. A coffin has a lid that does not have a hinge, and just, it's a lid. It comes off.
Cask
It's
fin.
oftentimes in that classic casket shape. A casket, however, has a hinge, and therefore just opens up, you know, like a cookie. Well, not like a cookie jar. What cookie jar?
When I think of
Like-
places to put dead people, I think of cookie jars.
I mean, either similar to a cookie jar. When you open a casket, you get to find a delicious treat inside.
Back in the cannibalism jokes.
It was too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Don't even get me started. I literally know all of the words to that song, and I sing it all of the time.
I've come to talk with you again.
Because a vision softly creeping
Lifted seeds while I was sleeping.
and the vision that was planted in my brain
Still remain.
within the sound of silence. Do you know the next verse?
No, I don't. If you start me on the next verse, I can get rolling.
In restless dreams I walked alone,
Lonely streets of cobbled stone.
and in the halo of a street lamp I turned my collar to the cold and damp.
Oh, I don't remember as much as I thought.
When my eyes were stabbed
By
by the
the
flash of a neon light,
It split the night. I think that's
and touched the sound
of silence.
and in the naked light I saw
1,000 voices, maybe more.
people talking without speaking.
Okay.
People hearing without listening.
Okay. Give me a second.
You're pulling up the lyrics, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright.
People writing songs that voices never share. No one dare
Disturb the sound
of silence.
Fools, I said, they do not know.
Silence like a cancer grows.
Take my arms that I might reach you.
Hear my words that I might teach you.
But my words, like silent raindrops, fell
And echoed in the wells of silence.
and the people bowed and prayed
To the neon god they made.
and the sign flashed out its warning
In the words that it was forming.
and the sign said
The words of the
words of the prophets are written on the subway wall
and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence.
The chat can't clap, so we'll just clap for him. Oh, Weatherbound says look at stream.
They can
Oh,
clap.
he gave you it.
I found the lyrics. Okay.
Weatherbound says,
I think Lazarite has left us because I have not.
yes.
I have not.
Okay, sorry, Dad. I will be slightly more quiet from now on, as to not
I
disturb
see
your
my
job.
chat can clap because I have the Better Twitch TV clap emote. Yeah, that's right.
Nice. I just get the word clap.
Supreme excellence.
Weatherbound says that we should end every Zeepo stream by singing a song from now on.
That's a
But
nice idea.
Weatherbound, we're not ending. This is
Oh,
the
no.
middle.
This is the middle.
We should do an intermission at 10 a.m. every day. Well, not every day, but every Zeeplecast. We'll sing a song.
We could finish with a song. That'd be nice.
I wouldn't mind finishing with a song. I like singing. I like singing a lot.
I like singing too.
Nice. You're good at it. You
Thank
sound
you.
nice.
Thank you. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
This is the reason why I added karaoke to the list.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is that on the list?
Yeah, we're ending at 11 o'clock. It's only 10 o'clock. It's at 11 o'clock my time. Not, well, it wouldn't be 11 o'clock Gale Guy's time either. Because he's like 2 hours before me.
No, we're ending at 9 my time. Okay.
It's ending at 9 o'clock Gale's time, 11 o'clock my time. And I don't know what time zone you are in, but it's not now.
Please entertain the chat for just a second while I hydrate.
While you hydrate, you guys ever hear the joke about airplanes? Never mind. It'll probably go over your head. You guys ever... So, what's all the fuss about airline food? Oh no. Oh no, not tongue twisters. Alright, I will try my best. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter, so Betty bought a better butter, and it was better than the butter Betty bought before. Did I do good? There's only... I can do most tongue twisters decently well, except for one. It is a classic tongue twister.
Can you say Irish wristwatch?
Irish wristwatch. See, that's the thing. Any tongue twister that involves S's or SH's, I will mess up.
What about Peter Piper?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Thank you. Now what about this one? Can you do this one? A big black bug bit a big black bear, made a big black bear bleed blood.
A big black bug.
Nope.
Bit a... I would have to see it in front of me.
Okay, I'll put it in your chat.
Okay, fine. But
You're doing it. If I have to do tongue twisters, so do you.
can't we just have our separate skill sets?
No.
Ah.
Sang a duet with me. It's too late to back out.
Okay. Hit me.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm typing.
Yeah. It's... You can say it, but you can't type it.
I am typing as fast as I can on my phone, alright?
Got him. Oh, on your phone.
I only have so
You can-
many screens.
You can just minimize the other ones. Look, I'm looking at my dashboard right now, and the stream is still looking at the Zeeple.
I know that. I can't have your stream up on the computer and my dashboard.
You just have it in another window. You just keep it there in the background.
No, I physically it won't let me because I use the Twitch app.
Oh. Right. Oh, you have Zeeple Dome running. You probably
Yes.
can't minimize that. I understand. Hello, Liliana. That's a great name, by the way.
Okay, there you go. There's your tongue twister.
A big
And
black
meanwhile-
bug bit a big black bear. Made a big black bear bleed blood.
Good. Now, if you excuse me, Weatherbound has sent me one that appears to have a lot of S sounds in it. It seems like he just wants to see me suffer. Okay, here we go. Amidst the mists and coldest frosts, with stoutest wrists and loudest boast, he thrusts his fists against the posts and still insists he sees the ghost. Was that good? I'm pretty sure I just went on every single S noise in that thing.
I don't know, sound fine to me. Silly Sally swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shooed, shilly-shallied south. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed.
Oh, I would not be able to do that one. Okay, there was one, I will not say the name of said tongue twister, but there was a tongue twister. It happened to take place on a beach with shells and a girl. And when I was a young child, I had attempted that tongue twister. I was really bad at it, but I tried so hard, so long. And I don't know, I guess maybe the fact that I was so bad at it permanently messed up my ability to say it. And to this day, unless I say it very slowly, I still am incapable of saying it correctly.
Maybe it's
so as long as nobody brings up that one, I should be good.
Okay.
Or, anything too similar, right? But this is a secret between you and me, Yogai. Definitely do not let Weatherbound know. All right?
Definitely.
Now I can unmute my
Definitely
streams,
not. I'm gonna read one from your chat.
Okay.
Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. So Betty bought a better butter, and it was better than the butter Betty bought before. Poggers.
Nice. Alright, here's my next one. Let's see. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. I almost had it.
Almost had it.
So close, so close.
I've not heard that one before. Okay, I've not heard like 90% of these.
I actually have hold on. If I gotta close your stream for a second off my phone, because I actually have a list of tongue twisters. It's a list of 4, and most of them are short. Alright, okay, so there's one here. It's super short, but it's meant to be repeated quickly, as fast as possible. I do like coffee, that is true. I wish I had more coffee, but I ran. So sad. Alright. One smart man, he felt smart. Repeat that super fast. Over and over. Just say that over and over
One
again.
smart man, he felt smart?
Yep, over and over again.
Yes, it devolves to farts eventually. That's the point.
Yes.
You do it. It's your idea.
One smart man, he felt smart. 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 One smart.
You did it.
I told you. There's this. I'm decent at tongue twisters, except for one breed. Of tongue twister. I can do tongue twisters, but the moment I try to speak normally, now. If two, here's one for you, or I guess no, I don't want to type this out again, so I'll just do it myself.
You just point me to the website. If you
it's
want
not a
to do
website.
That. Oh.
It's a list I have on my phone in my memo app that I have written myself.
That's hardcore.
If two witches, well, this one I took from somewhere, but there is one here that's 100% original. But all right. If two witches watched two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That's a good question.
Or perhaps this one I made myself a long time ago. Slippery, slithering snakes swim in shallow streams. I needed to prove to myself that it wasn't just S's and SH's that were messing me up. It was the twister itself. Alright, anyway. Let's get this going.
Okay. Back to basics.
Back to peeps.
Oh, do you want to play a game?
It's happened. Weatherbound sent me the nightmare one. All right. Well, here we go.
Here we go.
Wish me luck. Sally sells seashells by the Sally sells seashells by the shiny seashore so she can see the shimmering silver ships in the sunshiny summers. She strolls along the seashore, shoelessly splashing somersaults while she skips.
There's some pronunciation missing there.
Who the heck is James Blunt?
James Blunt.
I feel like maybe it might be one and only. Either who's that other person in your chat?
Huh? I have a couple people.
Liliana or
Weatherbound.
Weatherbound.
You, a little bit. That's it. Lynn was here, but they left.
That is different.
Or they're lurking.
Yes.
They're lurking. Okay, he hit me with it. Sally sells seashells by the shiny seashore, so she can see the shimmering silver ships in sunshiny summers. She strolls along the seashore, shoelessly splashing somersaults while she skips. Lynn is still here. Okay, that's good.
Nice. Yeah, I agree, Weatherbound. That's not the exact one I remember either.
This one is it's the one, but with they spiced it up a little bit. Put some sauce on it.
Yes. The one I know is more like, I'm gonna make an attempt here. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. That's the one I know. You could see why it messed me up as a child.
Do we have a friend here in the Zeeple with us?
We do. It's John Blunt. Or James Blunt.
James Blunt, welcome to episode 2 of the Zeeplecast, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Yes.
You ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
It's actually a pretty decent show.
Yes. Okay, here, what about this one? Red leather, yellow leather. Can you say that one? How fast can you say red leather, yellow leather?
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. There you go.
You want to know how fast I can go?
Sure.
Alright, I may have to start mildly slow.
Hit me with the leather.
Alright, I'll hit you with this leather. Red leather, yellow leather, 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 red. I messed up a little bit there.
This is a little bit.
But still impressive. Alright. Maybe we'll have to add tongue twisters to the list. That was kind of fun.
Maybe.
Maybe. Discussions for another time.
There's time and place for it. Fullness of time, etc. See, we have, people are coming in, and they're Zeepling with us. See?
Woo!
I told you
exactly what we were hoping for.
See, and all because we We sent the Zeep signal.
We gotta signal the Zeeps. We gotta zoop the bloops and signal the Zeeps.
That really zoops my bloops.
You know what? It zoops my bloops too.
I'm glad that's a meme now. That's nice.
It is nice. I mean, you're the one who brought it into this world. How did that even start again? I can't remember.
I remember because I was like, you know,
You were tired.
I was like, I was talking about, I was being a boomer, and I was like, oh, I just say that's my jam because I'm old. I don't know what millennials are saying these days. That zoops my bloops or whatever.
And now it is something millennials and stuff youngins say.
Now it's a thing.
So where did you get "you're a boomer" meme from?
Boomers and zoomers. That's the meme of young versus old. Because at first we were like, well, let's divide the people into generations. And there's like Gen X and Gen Y and boomers and all these people. And then people realized that that was fucking stupid. And they were like, there's only two categories. Old people, known as boomers, and young people, known as zoomers. So it's kind of logical extreme. Boomer is short for baby boomer.
Well, I know that. I meant like I've never heard of the whole boomers versus zoomers or whatever. I know boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z.
Most young people, like me, they don't care about... Because like people like me, like, no one can agree what a millennial is. Like, is it young people? Is it people in their 20s? Is it people in their teens? Are some of the millennials 30 now? So...
Hey, millennials are in their 40s at this point, man.
40s? What? I thought I
There are
was a
some
millennial.
millennials that are in their 40s. I swear, I've heard that somewhere.
See? The whole thing is
Millennials
confused.
are old.
The categorization is poor. And so people caught on to that. And they're like, let's make a joke of the entire system of categorization.
Mood.
That is pretty mood. But that's the internet, you know.
I mean,
when they want to
everything
have a
is
mood.
joke these days, because if they're not a joke, then guess what? We're depressed.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty to be depressed about. So, you know,
there is.
enjoy life.
Exactly.
Have a
that's
laugh.
what we need.
Welcome back to Losers Hill.
Wombo combo.
Get back in there, all right.
Combo, combo.
I wonder if people, like, come in and they're like, oh hey, no one ever plays this game from Jackbox 5. I wonder
it's
what
about.
this game is like.
And then they realize.
And then they
realize,
play.
like, and they're like, oh.
And then suddenly they understand why no one plays it.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why people wouldn't want to play this glorious game of wonderment and enjoyment. I mean, what's there not to like?
What's not to like?
Exactly. We all have a good old time here. Great time.
I notice Weatherbound he's commentating, not playing.
That is true.
But he thinks maybe Noob would
James
if he
Blunt.
would. Noob might play. Probably a round or two, certainly.
Do you remember? I don't know if you were there, but do you remember the one time where back in the ye olde days of the Zeeplecast when we weren't
Ye olde days. Yes.
Yep, when we weren't an actual podcast.
Before
we were just
syndication.
Yes. All right. And we were just chilling, and then everybody died except for one person. But this person wasn't playing anymore.
Oh, yep. And the game.
He survived for so
There was
long.
one enemy left on screen. And
one guy left.
It shot in a way that it would never hit him in a million years.
Yeah.
So basically, we watched entropy
Until
increase.
the game crashed.
The game did not crash. It got down to 2 frames per second, but it did not crash.
Right. Chris stopped it.
Chris comes back and he's like,
Chris comes back. His computer is on fire, and he's genuinely concerned about the well-being of his PC. Like, what has Zeeplecast done to my computer?
to put it into a meme. Good lord, what is happening in here?
Exactly. He just leaves for dinner, expecting us to be long gone. But,
Twitch chat.
that's the
They
true
love a
meaning.
good joke.
That's the true meaning of Zeepledome. True meaning of Zeepledome? Memes. What makes a good meme? Well, what isn't a good meme?
What is it? I guess this is a meme cast, where we talk about memes.
Ow? Weatherbound? Did you just... I thought you already followed me, Weatherbound. Wait, was that me or was that you? I'm so confused. I don't know anymore. That's weird. Did you actually... My follower count hasn't changed either. Was that a mistake? I'm so confused. Oh, no, wait, now it's changed. I've hit 50!
Wow. Weatherbound. MVP.
I'm so that was the most confused I've ever been for a follow, ever. But also...
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you already followed.
It's okay. Weatherbound is my people. So if he doesn't follow you, that's
rude.
okay.
Are you?
Hey.
You're speaking for Weatherbound. Are you saying that he doesn't like me?
I'm just saying that he was mine first. And so if he doesn't know you, that's okay. Also, your people...
He
does, probably. Weatherbound, speak
We
up.
were both. We were
I'm going to
both there.
continue using you as a puppet, unless you speak up. Your people don't follow me, for the most part, but your people aren't, like, morning... What's the morning version of a night owl? Morning hawk?
A morning person.
Morning. That
You
sounds
just have
stupid.
morning people.
Why
and
can't...
night
Why?
owls.
If you gave them a cool bird name, being a morning person would be cool.
Oh wait, it's like the early bird gets the worm. So like, I don't know. A robin?
But it has to
Sparrow?
be cool like an owl.
A sparrow.
Morning-
Like Jack Sparrow.
Morning sparrow.
Morning sparrow. Early bird. It's just early bird.
Early bird sounds stupid because it's too generic.
Well, morning people are... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
That's fair. I mean, currently I am a morning person right now.
Yeah. I'm not a morning person, and I relish the days when I can scoot the stream around. This morning, I got up, and I was like, man, I sure hope I'm not missing out on a crucial part of my sleep schedule. That'd be terrible. I do stream at 6 a.m. Do you know how early I have to go to bed? To get 8 hours of
early.
sleep, I have to go to bed at 9. At 9 o'clock.
Wow. Weatherbound, being a morning person means that you enjoy being up and about early in the morning. If you do it but don't enjoy it, it means that that doesn't make you a morning person.
Oh, speaking of memes and enjoyment,
Yes.
did you know, just by exposure to a meme, Like, the more you see a meme, the more you will like it, unless you explicitly, like, take note that you do not like it. I heard that from Vsauce, but I'm not sure about all the details.
I trust Vsauce.
I trust Vsauce.
Vsauce, Michael here.
Hey, Vsauce.
Are you a bird?
I've been on a Vsauce kick lately. There was,
Weatherbound. Being up at 6 a.m. almost every day does not make you a morning person. When I was in high school, I woke up at like freaking 5:30 a.m. every weekday for school. That did not mean I was a morning person.
School
because
is...
I absolutely hated it so much.
Well...
Come on, man.
School is stupid. Good
School is
motion.
stupid. I don't want to be in school.
Oh.
But alas.
As for Weatherbound's question, no, I don't go to bed at 9.
That'd be stupid.
I would have to go to bed at 9 to get 8 hours of sleep. But instead, I'll just get 6 hours of sleep on stream nights, and then we'll just make up for it with 10 on other nights.
That's not how sleep schedules work, but
yes,
you know what?
It is.
I can't argue because I do something very similar, except I don't make it up with 10. I just don't get the sleep.
As far as I understand it, there's a phenomenon called sleep debt, where basically, if you skip 2 hours of sleep, you just have to make up 2 hours of sleep before your sleep cycle is correct again. Anyway, I was leaning into. I'm becoming a morning person, mostly because it's quiet here, and in a house that's never fucking quiet. It's nice when things are quiet.
I know how you feel. That's why I'm a night person, and I'm up at like 1 a.m., 12 a.m.
I live with night people, not 2 a.m. night people. Maybe I should become a DJ and streamer, and just stream at 2 at night.
I don't want to stream at 2 at night.
I'm sure... Real talk, I tried that and it was terrible.
Listen, man.
I was
By
so
2 a.m., if I'm still up at 2 a.m., 100%, always sleep deprived. Something to note about sleep deprived me. Terrible person to be with. I will not remember the conversation tomorrow, and I will say random things. And you will feel sorry for me. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules.
That's just how it is.
That's me. I think I get to decide these things.
Yeah.
Thinking,
Oh,
it's like being drunk.
What's your favorite thing about being very tired, though?
What's my favorite thing about being very tired?
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite thing about being very tired is that I can just lay anywhere and be comfortable.
That's nice.
You know?
My favorite thing about being very tired is sometimes your brain stops working right and everything is just hilarious.
Oh yes, that is also great. Nothing like, there ain't no humor like 2 a.m. humor. Oh no. It's pretty great. Oh.
Well, I'm dead. And all that remains is James Blunt. Luckily, he is being destroyed as we speak.
But let's not talk about the game. That's supposed to be a rule, isn't it?
Okay. We don't talk about Zeeple. First rule of Zeeplecast. Don't talk about Zeeple. Oh.
Exactly.
Weatherbound,
Well.
I wish I could nap, Weatherbound. But I wake up and I feel worse than when I went to bed.
I can only nap if I'm really sick. Otherwise, it just does not work.
Sick
And
napper.
I suppose I'd have to be that, or I'm like literally beyond exhausted, I suppose. But it takes a lot to get me to the point where I can just go to sleep at any given time. What about you? You ever nap? Are there any specific conditions?
I have to be very tired to nap. Otherwise, I just don't. Like after the revival, when I decided to be a morning streamer, like the second stream I did, I was so tired that I actually napped, and it was terrible.
It was terrible.
I mean,
Fair enough.
it had its merits. But it had its not merits. Whatever the opposite of merits are. Drawbacks? Yeah, we'll call them drawbacks.
Pros and cons, but yes, I believe drawbacks is the correct. I'm glad you have the capacity to nap, Weatherbound.
Weatherbound is old, though. He doesn't...
How old is Weatherbound?
I don't know.
I don't know people's age.
30?
I just see their username as a number. Is he 30?
That was the impression I got. Weatherbound. Weatherbound. Boomer or Zoomer?
Are you a boomer or a zoomer? He's 35. Wow, he really is old. He's a boomer. I bet he never even played Minecraft. Because as you know, the true distinction to being able to whether or not to tell whether somebody is a boomer or a zoomer.
That's the real
whether
difference.
or not they've played Minecraft.
Absolutely.
If you haven't played Minecraft, doesn't matter what your age is. If you haven't played it, you're a boomer. If you have played it, congratulations, you're a zoomer. Which automatically
What if he's what if he's a zoomer, but he's a normie? Then what?
What do you mean? I already told you, if you haven't played Minecraft, you're not a zoomer.
What if
Doesn't matter how old you are. Newborn baby, that's a boomer. Hasn't played Minecraft. Therefore, cannot be a zoomer.
I love that logic.
I'm glad you love it. I'm glad someone can appreciate me. I try my best. But what about? Have you played Minecraft? I know Gale Guy hasn't. That's why he's a boomer. But have you played
I've
Minecraft?
played it. Very little.
You played it. Yeah, you haven't played it. You tried it. You haven't played it. There's a difference.
I guess that's fair. Okay, we got 30 minutes left in the show. Do you want to try a new segment?
You played it like 2 times. Okay, so you're also a boomer.
He's also a boomer. Okay.
I'm surrounded by boomers. And what do you mean by new segment?
New segment. Like we'll. I wanna play a game.
What? I missed that.
I'll pitch the game to you. The game is called Instant Expert, where one of us gives the other a title and a genre for a book, game, etc., and the other person has to give a detailed recount of the plot.
Alright, I will give you your first thing then. Alright?
Okay.
Tell me what the comic book series Transformers: The Lost Light is about.
Okay. Transformers: The Lost Light. Transformers: The Lost Light follows... It's in a universe where Optimus Prime has sacrificed himself, because he does that a lot. And the Lost Light, he sacrificed himself to place the Allspark into a place where no one could find it. So now, humans and the remaining Transformers have to work together to find the Allspark before Megatron, because it's always Megatron, finds it. And then, at the 11th hour, they find it, and then there's a brief period of peace. let's see. I suppose the main question is Optimus Prime alive at the end of the series? And they save Optimus Prime. Yeah. Okay.
Is that it? Is that your summary?
That's my summary. I have to say hello to chat.
Well, I gotta say, how you started it is hilarious. Because in the actual it starts off with Optimus Prime coming back from the dead after sacrificing his life. However, the Lost Light is not the Allspark, is in fact a ship called the Lost Light. And Optimus Prime, not a main character. Humans, not here. Except for, like, once.
Okay.
There are no humans on this one. It's the one that takes place entirely... It's like Star Trek, but with the Lost Light.
Give me a percentage correct, then.
I'd say you were about... 15 to 20%.
15 to 20%. Okay, that's pretty good. Hello, roasted potato.
They were on a...
In chat.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. Weatherbound. He knows how to use his sword. He swings it with grace. I got one of those bots who's like, hey, I'm a real person who does graphic design work. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. So I suppose I'll give you a game.
Yep. Give me one. Hopefully it's one that I don't know.
Okay.
So make it obscure as you want.
Weatherbound, why did you clear the chat? Okay. What is the plot of Super Meat Boy? The Edmund Macmillan game.
The plot of
Team
Super
Meat.
Meat Boy is that long ago, in a mad scientist lab, he was messing around with things beyond his understanding, and he had placed his deli meat sandwich near one of his machines when his laboratory was struck by lightning. The lightning was coursed through the machine, electrifying the sandwich, causing all sorts of things to occur. Science. And then the meat in the sandwich came alive. The bread disintegrated, but the meat came alive. Was given life. The meat. Then the scientist, disgusted by this unholy creation of nightmare, threw Super Meat Boy out into the world, abandoning him to the harsh reality that is planet Earth. Distraught, this newly created life form, without a father figure, decided that he wanted to do something with his life. He didn't want to be the monster that his own creator thought him to be. So he decided to become Super Meat Boy, the superhero. Save the world from an asteroid. And that is the plot of the game.
I'll give you 10%. I don't actually know the origin of Super Meat Boy, now that I think of it. But Super Meat Boy is a platformer in which the title character, Super Meat Boy, his girlfriend, Bandage Girl, is kidnapped by a fetus in a robot suit. And he has to go and fight Dr. Fetus, that's his name, and retrieve his girlfriend from the place. So it's not a superhero drama per se, but Very
Poor
good.
Super Meat Boy didn't have a father figure. His father figure abandoned him at a very ripe age of 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
He was alive for 2 minutes. And then next thing you know, thrown out into the world.
Yeah, now Weatherbound is telling me I should play Meat Boy. I would
I
love
suppose.
to, except they keyboard pleb
Oh, so
don't have a good.
let's see. My turn to give you a topic. What is held within the contents of the book, or the popular book series, The Legends of Drizzt Do'Urden?
I do have a little bit of insider knowledge, but I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. Drizzt Do'Urden is a dark elf wizard with a checkered past. Let's see, the plot is that he is trying to forge his own way apart from other dark elves, because dark elves are not cool. So he's like, I'm gonna be a cool dark elf. The plot obviously revolves around artifacts of power and Tiamat, because it's always Tiamat, you know, big dragon lady.
Yeah.
And he forms reluctant partnerships with other heroes so that they can fight Tiamat together. And then he's like, I'm my own man, and I'm gonna go do other things, because I'm tired of heroing now that the world is saved. That's the plot of the Drizzt Do'Urden novels. There you go.
I'll give you like maybe a good maybe 30 to 40% there.
30 to
First off, he's not a wizard.
He's not a wizard.
He's a ranger.
He's a ranger?
Big difference. He's a ranger.
Okay.
This is the epitome of the ranger class is Drizzt. Gotta put that out there.
Okay. I knew he was the epitome of something. I thought it was wizard, but apparently it's
And
ranger.
I'm pretty sure he didn't get sick of the... I know he was in a party at one point with a dwarf man, a human female, who is the adopted daughter of the dwarf dude, and then a barbarian human guy, and they were in a party together. And then the barbarian dude died.
They do
Very
that.
sad.
I mean,
They
they rush into combat. It's their job.
Yep.
Comes
Yep.
with risks.
The dwarf guy almost died, but he did die. They just thought he was dead for a bit. But that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Whenever.
Okay, cool.
What am I?
So you want to do movies? So we have games, books,
Just make a choice.
just anything. Have you seen M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable?
No.
Okay. Give me the plot of M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable
M.
with
Night Shyamalan.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Well, you see, M. Night Shyamalan Unbreakable. It should be noted that Shyamalan sounds a lot like Fa Mulan, and that's because this is a undocumented sequel to Mulan, the original. This is before the real sequel came out. This is what they actually had at first. Shyamalan and Unbreakable. Because you see, it was about the fact that Mulan finds a magic bracelet passed down from her ancestors. Ancestors said, "Don't touch it." Fa Mulan said, "Don't tell me what to do." Touched it. It got stuck on her wrist. Oh, but it's unbreakable. It never comes off. So except for one thing, true love. But you see, what's the guy's name? Shang? Yeah.
Oh,
Shang.
we getting real Disney with it.
He was on vacation, so he wasn't around to help break the unbreakable band, as it said. So they had to go track him down on his vacation.
Not on his vacation.
On location and stuff to try and do it. But you see, they couldn't find him because he had lied about where he was going on vacation. Why? Because he was actually planning, well, their engagement. Alright?
No.
He was secretly planning to, ask Mulan to be his wife. Because at this moment, they hadn't done it yet. They'd been dating for a while. Now he's got to plan the engagement. Got to plan. A lot of planning goes into it. He wants it to be a secret and a surprise, but Mulan's so smart. She figures everything out, so he's got to be perfect in his cover-up. Which is why it was so hard to find him to help him break his bond.
Okay. Is that...
He even staged his own kidnapping.
It just goes on and
So that
on.
Mulan couldn't follow his trail.
It just goes on and on. Okay, is that the entire plot?
In the end, it's beautiful, and the band gets uncursed. When, plot twist, Mulan asks Shang to marry her first. And that is the plot.
That is... I'll give you 5%. Because there...
His voice is just Mushu in this movie. They couldn't get the original actor.
I'll give you 5% because there are secrets involved. Unbreakable is a thriller about a superhero who, two people who discover, one person who discovers he has super strength and durability, and one guy who discovers that life sucks, so he wants to be a supervillain. So, it's been a while since I've actually watched it. So, the bad guy, except in the rain. Yeah, I don't get it either. So the bad guy, the bad guy is like, if my body is stupid and fragile, there must be someone else whose body is incredibly strong. So he sets up a series of fatal accidents, train crashes and stuff, until he hears the magic words. There is a single survivor. He is miraculously unharmed. And then they face off, and they have... Yeah. I don't actually remember that much of it. God, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
It's like a superhero drama, I guess.
I suppose.
I'm not very good at this. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
Okay, we'll workshop it.
Yes. Okay. But now the real question is... Okay. Now you gotta give me one. So that we can at least do 2 each before we move on to the next bit, at least. I don't know. Give me...
Okay.
No, wait. You just gave me one, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's my turn to give you one. Sorry. My bad.
Okay. That'll be good.
What's something... Okay. Describe the plot of the show Craig of the Creek.
What is the genre? Because that's going to be important.
Cartoon.
kids cartoon.
Yeah, generally, but not like baby child.
Okay. Craig of the Creek is a story about. How do I want to spin this? Is it about Craig or is it Craig? Okay.
Craig of the Creek. You get the title of this. You
Okay.
get the title.
Okay. Craig is a teenager whose life is beset by teenager things. And one day he's having an existential crisis, and he's like, I should withdraw from society. So the show is about his adventures as he becomes not just Craig, but as he builds a little homestead on a creek and becomes Craig of the Creek. And along the way, he learns about the meaning of society and companionship with his friends. Okay, how'd I do?
I think you a good 60%. A couple of points. It's not a teen; it's a kid.
Okay.
The creek is essentially like the neighborhood stomping ground for all of the children. So they have their own little weird society going on there that they go to after school every day. Craig and his friends, they chill there after school every day and whatnot. And they do learn the meaning of companionship, friendship, society, all that jazz. So yeah, there are teens technically in Craig of the Creek. Specifically, there are, I don't know what the kids call the Lords of the Creek or whatever, aka the frickin' high school students who chill out in a cave playing D&D.
In a cave.
One of those guys looks a lot like Matt Mercer. You know who that is?
Suspiciously looks like Matt Mercer.
Just like literally, I'm not even kidding. It's suspiciously close to Matt. and I don't know if you know anything about the Adventure Zone, but that's what their characters are. Adventure Zone. So two popular D&D podcasts or shows or whatever. So there's that, but otherwise, yeah, pretty much dead on there.
Cool.
I mean, he didn't try to withdraw from society because he's like 12.
Because he's 12.
I can see where you're coming from.
Oh, okay. That's.
Good job.
Thank you. I need to.
Stream it on Discord. We're not streaming Craig of the Creek on Discord.
I think he was talking about Unbreakable, because I said I needed to watch it.
Oh.
If I
right.
had it to watch, that'd be nice, but I don't.
Yep, my turn. It is. That is true. Weatherbound. So, Gail guys got to get me that next fix of what am I talking? What am I an expert on?
What are you an expert on? Okay, we're going another round?
I want to go another round.
Okay.
This is a fun game.
Let me think. Okay, do you know the plot of Rick and Morty?
Vaguely?
Vaguely.
But I've never really watched it. But I
Okay.
do generally know it. I don't think that would be... I'm not sure if that'd be a great one to do.
Okay, plus it's like really popular. Oh,
Yes.
I'm trying to think of things that I know that I don't think you would know.
Come on, it can't be that hard.
I'm trying to find things that are like fairly mainstream.
It doesn't need to be mainstream. I'm making this up. Technically, the less mainstream, the better, isn't it?
Okay. Do you
Right?
know? Have you ever played FTL Faster Than Light? Do you know
No.
that plot?
No.
Okay.
I do not know
What
Faster
is the
Than Light
plot
is.
of FTL Faster Than Light?
Well, it's clearly a racing game.
Oh, should I give you a
Alright.
genre first? You're committing to it.
It's a racing game. Because you're going faster than light. But unlike those schmanby-pamby car racing games, in this game, you're racing spaceships faster than the speed of light. And I know what you're thinking, but wait, how does that work? Well, I gotta tell you, it's like doing the Amber Run or whatever in 15 parsecs, just like Han Solo. Alright? It's
Go on.
ridiculous. You gotta dodge and weave through a bunch of asteroid belts. You're going faster than the speed of light, so you can't really see your opponents per se. But you just gotta trust that you're being outdoing them in every way, shape, form. Alright? You gotta know the course. You gotta know the skill. And you're like an intergalactical smuggler. You're essentially playing Han Solo at light speed. Alright? You get to pick your ship. Your ship's got stats. You get different ships, different stats, different abilities. You can drop out of light speed if you get close enough to another person and then shoot them. There are no rules in faster than light. Only speed. And that speed, fast. And
Okay.
That's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game.
There are a lot of elements there that are kind of close. Okay, first of all, it is, in a sense, a race, but it's actually a roguelike. Basically, your job is you have, like, the Death Star plans, basically. So it's your job to race across the galaxy to deliver the plans to a Federation outpost, and then destroy their super weapon.
So it's like a race against the cops instead of a race against other people.
Basically, there's like the Federation, which is the side you're on, and the Rebels, which are... It's only now that I'm saying this that I recognize how similar to Star Wars this plot is. But there we go. But yes, there is... You spend... Like, you go between... Basically, your goal is to collect enough loot so that you can survive the trip and the final confrontation. So, you spend a lot of time at light speed, but you pop out of light speed to fight. So yeah, the elements were actually... It was not bad. GG.
Cool. What percentage do I get?
I would say probably, because the thematic elements were on board, I'd say probably 35 to 40%. Like, you got the genre wrong.
Nice. I'll take it.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got, let's see if I just need to remember the specific title.
Oop.
The genre is hidden object, point, click. The title of the game, Dark Parables, Return of the Salt Princess. What is it about?
Dark Parables, Return of the Salt Princess?
Yep.
Dark Parables, Return of the Salt Princess is a point-and-click hidden object game where it is the player's job to assemble the artifacts necessary to stop the evil queen, before or after, because, no one ever does it before. They say, oh, you gotta stop the evil queen from resurrecting. Look, they always fail. It's gonna be after. So they have to find a way to stop or beat the evil queen, and they do this by searching a variety of levels for hidden objects, and also assembling items they need to solve puzzles in other levels. And
And where does the Salt Princess come in? Specifically, the return of the Salt Princess.
The Salt Princess is the Dark Queen that they have to fight.
Well, that's a queen, not a princess.
Oh, can a princess be a queen in her own right?
No.
No.
It's fundamentally, they are different.
Ugh.
I believe in you. Come on.
You believe in me. Okay, the Dark Princess is helping you on your quest.
You mean the Salt Princess?
The Salt Princess, yes. The Salt Princess helps you on your quest because she has beef with the Dark Queen. Normally she's like, I'm a princess of salt and everything is beneath me. But since she has beef, this time it's personal. So she helps you by giving you hints when necessary. How did I do?
Well, you got the gameplay, sorta. It is a hidden object, so you do have to find objects and solve puzzles.
I don't play many
But
hidden object games.
Otherwise, no.
Otherwise-
Dark Parables, the Salt Princess, or the Return of the Salt Princess, is you're a detective. Alright? You are sent to investigate the recent going-on in a town. Specifically the fact that people of this town keep on getting spontaneously turned to salt.
Ooh. I can see how that would be a problem.
It is a very big problem. So your goal, figure out why people are turning to salt. Hopefully stop it. Alright? Alright? Yes.
Yes. Yes, let's
And
stop the
The
salting.
Salt Princess happens to be the cause of this. The reason why it's the return of the Salt Princess is because this is not the first time you've had to deal with it. This is the second time. But this time it's because Legas, the princess, had been kidnapped. So you gotta save the princess.
Okay.
The Dark Parable series is very interesting because it's dark parables. You take classic parables, and they're dark because people die.
That's what makes things dark.
Yep.
Just death. Just put some death in it. Just a
It's
little
more. It's
sprinkle.
essentially it's more attuned to the original parables than Disney-fied versions of parables.
Yeah. Well, it's like fables. Fables and parables, they're designed to teach you things about the world. Fairy tales
Yeah,
are designed to scare the shit out of you. But parables and fables are kind of, they're about the world, and the world gets kind of dark at times.
Yes. Point-and-click hidden object games are so interesting. There was one I played where essentially a bunch of high school dudes or peeps had a high school reunion or whatever. There was 6 of them. There's a high school reunion specifically for that friend group. And they all decided to meet on this house that's built off the coast of a thing on a tiny island. Alright? So they go there. Turns out, house is alive and it's eating people. So now your goal is to escape. You are the only survivor out of 6 people. Because as it turns out, one of your old classmates inherited this magic house-eating thing and has been tasked with feeding it. So he invited all of his old high school buddies.
Your
so that he
friends,
could
though.
feed them.
Those are your
Well,
friends.
not anymore.
You can't just invite hobos? Come on, that's savage.
Well,
That's what friendship gets you these days, apparently.
yep.
Eaten by a sentient house.
At the end of the thing, you explode the house and get rescued.
Fuck yeah, Michael Bay ending.
But it was so weird just watching people, person after person, just get straight up eaten by this house. Like, not even like, oh, they walked into a room, you hear a scream, you go in there and they're gone. No, this house ate them.
Wow.
Just, they got absorbed into the floor or the wall or whatever, and they were dead. Gone. Never to be heard from again. Those are the games I play. Heck, I played games like that when I was a child. That's the games I played. Point and click, hidden object.
Huh. I was never into the point and click. Mostly because I was bad at them. Like, I tried to play one of the I Spy games. I'm just not that good at them. They don't really, they don't scratch the gaming itch for me.
Yeah.
I can
never said
see they could be fun. But,
I like the story bits of them.
yeah.
I never said I was necessarily good at.
Yeah.
However, the ones that were designed to kind of like, essentially the spooky ones.
Spooky.
Now, let me tell you, some of these things, like, I don't know what you expect from a point and click spooky thing or whatever, but some of these ones, they knew what they were doing, to say the least.
Well, that's cool.
Right? Like, sure, you had some jump scares, and yeah, you had some spooky ambience, but sometimes there'd be like an unholy thing blocking your path. Anytime you got near it, it would make the most ungodly noise.
Yikes.
And its face would open up into rows upon rows of teeth.
One of those mouths, like a shark.
And it would, yeah, it was just terrible. Just terrible.
Just the eldritch version of a shark.
Oh, yeah.
And don't even get me started on the kind of toothbrush you need for a mouth like that.
Yeah, don't even get, yep. Yes, I'm streaming. I don't have a camera. What do you, this is my podcast. You're
wondering-
interrupting a professional podcast now.
I'm just wondering if your sassy moderator's on.
No, Importer is not here.
Alright. I would just say hi to us.
Oh.
Importer's a dude, as they check.
Oh, he wants to say hi to the sassy moderator. That's so cute.
He wants to say hello to the sassy moderator.
Okay. Hello, Weatherbound. Bamboo to you too.
Cool.
So that's 3 hours.
Yep.
We
I suppose,
survived. GG.
According to Weatherbound, should we end the stream or podcast episode on a song? And if so,
We already did a song. I am songed out.
true.
We could, sure. If you
Hello,
find it,
biggest boy 774. Hello and welcome to the chat. Unfortunately,
Biggest boy.
we're kind of ending. The song that never ends. You got it by the band. Here we go.
no.
Aw.
No, hold on. I can do it better. No! God, no! God, please, no!
You're not the worst, biggest boy. You're fine.
There we go. I've been waiting to do that Michael Scott impression forever.
That was a good impression. 10 out of 10. You know who didn't make an appearance yet? Who hasn't made an appearance yet, Gale Guy? It's an old friend of yours. Someone whom you cherish dearly.
You know, I had to do it to him. She's gonna Mickey Mouse me. Live. On stream in front of the internet.
That's right, Gale Guy. Oh, buddy, old pal.
Mickey Mouse.
Now, Gale Guy.
Mickey Mouse. I'm Solid Snake. I'm trying to escape from Mickey Mouse. Oh God, why am I talking to you if I'm trying to escape? Colonel, what's the escape plan?
There is no escape plan, Snake. I'll tell you right here, right now. This is your life now, Gale Guy.
Can we just get to the song already?
Oh, so you'd rap. Now you want a song.
No, well, anything's better than Mickey Mouse. Look, there's just something creepy about it. If I could pin down precisely what it was, I would tell you. It's just... Ugh.
I don't know, Gale Guy. Maybe it's the fact that I talk about cannibalism and murdering your family in exchange for money.
Monka
Thank
TOS.
you, Biggest Boy 774, for the follow. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. That's 2 follows in one stream. That's
Red
like
coat.
a record.
Weatherbound, I did not know about this emote. I have introduced
see you.
Weatherbound to the world of shitty Twitch emotes. And
Oh,
now the prodigal son has returned with
Prodigal
emotes I have
son.
not seen before.
My phone died, so I can't see your chat anymore. I didn't mention it, but Yo! Welcome back, ADHD. Welcome back. I don't know if you're lurking. Probably
Okay.
lurking, but yo.
What's the song we can sing before we go?
Do you know? Let It Go
No, I don't.
from Frozen. Are you sure?
I've heard it. Everyone's heard it. You can't be alive on the internet and not have heard it.
But do you know it?
No, I don't know it.
I mean, you could just do what you did before and search at the lyrics, but anyway. Alright. Well, any suggestions? Perhaps we could take a suggestion from the chat.
You see,
Exclamation point on the wrong side, ADHD. Try again.
when it's not organic. I'm looking at these. I'm Hippie Morty, and I'm looking at these carrots, and I'm saying, is this organic? And the answer is no. It's not organic.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm just. If I have to find a song, that's work, you know. Yeah, I know
Well,
it. Work is.
Who says you have to find it? You can just
Okay.
put your chat onto it. Chat, what song should we sing? There you go. See? Make them do all the work for you.
Make them do all the work. But Book Lover, that's outsourcing, and that's frowned
It is
upon in
outsourcing.
modern communities.
But
I
in
thought
this
we were
scenario-
progressive, Book Lover.
In this scenario, it worked. Because we want a song that they will enjoy as well. So, to ensure that they get optimal enjoyment from whatever we end up duetting,
Create
means that if they have
optimal
a hand
enjoyment.
in the-
Beep, boop, boop.
if they have a hand in choosing the song, then they can't complain about it when we make it sound really bad.
That's right. Make it their fault.
And there's a cooldown on the D20 from Biggest Boy. So we don't get people spamming dice rolls in the chat. I really love those dice. That's so... Well, don't go die, but I mean, if you're gonna go die,
You can go dive.
But also, don't do that.
I mean, it's a free country, but at the same
I
time,
can't stop you from going and dying, but I would appreciate if you didn't.
no, we need you here to feed
Listen,
our social media addiction. Please continue
only
to watch the
deaths-
stream.
The only deaths allowed on stream are the sacrifices we make to the Zeepledome. Only ones allowed. Any other deaths are strictly prohibited. If you wish to sign up to become a sacrifice to the Zeepledome, that can be arranged. However, should you wish to die, I'm going to have to ask you to take it elsewhere and not do it here. Thank you very much.
I would just like to publicize that number 14 on our big list of ideas is, and I quote, death. Just death. Just all the others, 3 or 4 words. 14 is just death. With no context.
You don't need context, all right? Just pray you don't roll a 14, or a 14 isn't rolled. Simple.
That's some Russian roulette. Real Russian roulette hours.
Yes, yes. All right. Death
Oh, hey,
is
hey, hey,
allowed
hey.
under one condition, or two conditions, I guess. Either a sacrifice to the Zeeple Dome or a 14 is rolled. Alright? If a 14 is rolled, automatic death. There you go. Alright? Only other exception to that no death rule.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so you wanna have a song?
song? Yes. But what song?
I see trees are green,
Oh, that song.
red roses
The
too.
lyrics. I don't even know the title. No! This isn't a song, I did. Oh no. Do you know Believer by Imagine Dragons? I know that one.
I will link to you.
Oh, you're linked?
I will put it in my chat, and then
I can't see your chat.
the chat can follow along. I'll put it in your chat,
There we go.
and then
We'll all sing
we
together.
can all follow along. Ooh, that's getting crunchy. The sound.
Internet. Not stuff. I clicked on the link and it killed my internet. How could you do this to me? I just got so much lag.
How could you do this to me? Ow. Please don't.
I apologize to everyone.
That was very intense.
It was intense, but you know what? Maybe that's what 14 is. Who knows?
The BBC
Well,
would
no,
like
no, no.
to apologize on behalf of anyone exhibiting traits of autistic screeching. We promise that it is a temporary inconvenience while we workshop the show. Please and thank you for your cooperation.
Remember, this show is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. Okay. I see trees.
Okay. And after that lovely bit of ear rape,
Time for music. Are you gonna start or am I starting?
you do it.
Alright, fine. I'll do verse 1.
Oh, I forgot to put. Never mind. Sorry.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Alright.
Hold on.
Yeah, finishing up.
How much are we doing
The whole thing.
per? Because it has to be. We have to trade off because we can't do it
Right, okay.
too much.
What if it's 2 lines per person?
2 lines.
Or either 2 lines or every other line.
I like every other line.
Every other line it is. We're starting on verse 2 because we just did verse 1 and butchered it.
Okay.
You start.
You
Go.
start. Me start.
No, you start. Go.
I see the skies are blue and clouds are white.
I see the bright, blessed days, the dark, sacred nights.
And I think to myself,
What a wonderful world.
I don't remember the melody anymore. Oh, it's been too long.
Too long. Oh, we killed it.
Okay, it's dead.
We tried our best. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. That's the only line I know from that song, but you know what? It fits.
I guess that's more research we'll have to do.
Yes.
We'll have to find some stuff that we both know.
Possible songs to sing at the end of the stream. That's an interesting thought.
Well, we
We
had
could always improvise.
we had one in the middle, and that was
We
good.
had one in the middle, so that makes up for this train wreck at the end.
So it's a good train wreck though. It's a progressive.
It is a good train
You
wreck.
know, we're making progress.
Progress is important. This is true. Well, it's time to end.
Okay. Okay. Who are you gonna raid?
Oh, nobody I know is live. What? I don't know.
I wonder if anyone else is doing... Dude, we are literally half the Jackbox 5 streamers. We're literally half the entire category. I feel massive. Absolute unit.
Each of us is 25%. So are we gonna raid them?
I was just looking.
You raid one, I could raid the other.
Dude. No, I want us to be together. Because, you know, it's
Okay.
just a unified...
Unified raid. Double raid.
Or, I don't know, you do your thing. And I'll just hang up and we'll go our separate ways.
Nobody's freaking... No one in my followed list is live except for the Yogscast, and they already got 1,200 people. I don't think they need 3.
Alright. I
Plus
found
one.
who I'm gonna raid. So
Alright, who is it? Alright, find it.
I'm gonna go on a raid. Let me go to the live dashboard.
What is their name?
You'll see in a second.
What do you mean you'll see in a second? I'm
Okay.
not in your stream anymore.
Okay. So currently I'm gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Book Lover 555.
What? This is cheating.
I want you to hit her with the big love. Get the your less than 3s in chat, and I hope you have a good week. I'll be back on the stream grind Wednesday and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the current schedule. Book
I
streams.
could ruin this whole thing.
You could. What? You're gonna raid me
End
first?
stream. No, just end stream.
Just end stream. Then they will be lost in space.
I suppose.
That would
Alright, fine. I'll wait.
I can
I'll wait.
cancel. I can cancel the raid. Anyway, I just wanted to have a meme. It's funny. You got to get people's reactions on that. Anyway.
It still doesn't solve the problem of who we're gonna raid.
Well, look. There's a lot
You
of
could
people.
raid me, and then we get everybody in one place, and then I raid somebody, and we'd all go at once.
Weatherbound, what do you want to see? You want to see something? This guy.
Yes.
He's reliable. Don't-
Weatherbound's reliable. He'll
Don't-
ensure that we raid a good
Don't
high
fail me
quality
now.
stream. High quality.
Oh,
Just ASMR.
I'll
Classic.
cancel that. The raid has been canceled.
Raid.
He has to go in a minute. Okay, well.
Okay, somebody in my chat then, make a decision. Who do you want to see?
This is a humorous flailing.
Somebody give a recommendation. We're completely lost.
I'm not
We
lost.
need your help.
Please. I'm just looking for categories. I
Uh-huh.
follow. Anyway, who is doing Quick Flash? Nope. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna raid 24/7. That's all it is. I don't even know. But that's a weird stream. Tuesday talk and game. All right, I'm gonna raid thy other side. The one guy who's not on a 24-hour stream, and that will do it.
Alright. Other side. Okay. I selected him.
Okay, you want to count down to raid?
I just click raid, right?
Yeah, you just click raid, and then it brings
Click
you up
raid.
the raid notification, and then you choose when to launch the raid.
Okay, so I click raid.
So we click raid. 3, 2, 1, raid.
Alright. And wait for the countdown.
Okay. And the
Alright.
countdown. And
It's not
now
letting-
we do our outros or whatever.
Okay. Yep, bye-bye. See you, everybody.
That's
Thanks for coming out.
that's your outro, huh?
Well,
That's your outro, huh? Okay.
I wasn't. I was just responding to someone. I have a real outro. I swear I am a professional.
Okay.
I have 50 followers.
Okay. Well, if you want to have
51.
your outro, that's cool. You want to do the outro or just skip it for later?
We can. Yes, let's save the outro
Let's
for
just-
next
let's
time.
save
We'll
the
just
outro
do
for
the
later.
outro at the
Okay.
beginning instead of.
Until next time, I'd love to thank everyone for coming out. It's been a great podcast. I'm having a post-game stretch right now. It's been great. Thank you for watching, for talking, for following us for later,
For lurking.
for lurking. Gotta love the lurkers, you know. They matter.
Had a grand old
Lurkers
time.
matter. Okay. Until next time, I'm Gale Guy. Like to
And
say,
I'm Book Lover.
and I'd like to say, good morning, good evening, good night, and good luck. And you, Book? Whatever.
It's time to close. What do you mean, whatever?
My...
Rude?
Okay.
You already did. Alright, it's too late. It's over.